Today's conversation is going to be about tonight's conversation. And I'll explain that in a minute. I'll say that again. Today's conversation is going to be about tonight's conversation. And I'll explain that in a minute. But I got my guy Ace Metaphor coming on in a second. And we're about to discuss, why do men test women's boundaries? And do we operate backwards as men? We're gonna talk about this. And everybody on Instagram, just know that I'm about to play a video that you aren't going to see on Instagram. So I got Ace in the back right now. So I need everybody to do something for me, and that is hit the like button. Say what's up in the chat. Why does it seem? Yes, we're going to talk about all that. So let me get Ace up. But before I bring Ace up, I need 20 likes. We got to start off with 20 likes. So let me get 20 likes before I bring Ace Metaphor up, and we'll get started. Because I know how y'all are. Y'all too quick, too late to hit the like button. So once I get 20 likes, we can get started. And this is going to be a great conversation for so many reasons. So let me greet everybody. What's up, Chandra? What's up, Pink Diva? What's going on? Chick Say What? Matrix 531 is in the building. Enlightenment, what's up? Terica, what's going on? My right-hand woman. All right, waiting on the lights come up, y'all. We need 10 more likes, and then we'll get started. I got Ace in the back looking at y'all like, yo, why ain't hit the like button? Why am I sitting back here? Like, what's up? So come on, y'all, hit the like button, and let's get started. Okay, let me get Ace up. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. As you guys come in, make sure to not to forget to hit the like button. Gorgeous Wales, did you hit the like button? Hit the like button. What's going on?
What up? What up?
What is up?
Can you hear me good? I got these earbuds in.
Oh, okay. You good? You good like that? Yeah, I can hear you. Well, no problem. Can you bring your camera down just a little bit so we're kind of like, there we go. There we go. No. Okay. All right, so let me first play this video, and then we're going to discuss it. Everybody coming in, hit the like button. All right, let's get it. So hold on, here's the video. This freaking video is hilarious.
Would you automatically disqualify someone you had sex with on the first date from being wife or husbandable to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. But you has, but y'all, okay.
I
so
disqualified her.
And did you?
I just jumped up in the bed and that was it. I was disqualified.
He said, what did she do?
So she failed.
Let me hear it.
You mother. Let me in this first date. What are you? Suck my.
Let me lay naked in your bed.
Well, let me say this.
Dare you?
Let me say this.
It was nice though.
And I'm sure women do this.
Thank you very much for this, ma'am.
What? Filthy animal.
Let me say this. And y'all let me know if y'all do this too. Okay. But a man is going to test a woman's boundaries to see if
what she's into,
her boundaries are able to be tested.
For sure.
Because sometimes women be like, well, I don't usually do this, and be lying, right?
For sure.
So we kind of like want to be like, all right, let me see if she lying or whatever. And next thing you know,
So
she lying, and then you're like, man, whatever.
So why don't you? Well, if that's the case, why don't you just put your almost in and be like, ha, got you? why do you go all the way through it? See, if you really trying to test me, hold on, he said, we just trying to test your boundaries. He
said, man, your boundaries are terrible.
Right, my boy,
you was lying.
boy.
All right.
All right, this is the number one thing I want y'all to pay attention to right here. Tonight's conversation is an app that the majority of you may not know about. So make sure to download this app right here in your app store right now before we get started. You see it right here. Tonight's conversation is an app. Go to your app store. You ain't even got to come out of this. You could just go to your app store to another screen. Go download tonight's conversation app and then come back and then hit done once you've downloaded the app. You could do all the other stuff later. Just go to tonight's conversation in your app store right now and download the app. And when you get the app and download it, just hit done in the comments. And of course, hit the like button also. 66 people on here now. We got 28 likes. We need 30 more likes. So hit the like button and download this app now. All right. So Ace, what do you think about that particular clip?
I don't know, man.
First of all, I know like we be online all the time, but for those who don't know, like I don't know who doesn't know you, but for those who don't know who Ace Metaphor is, let everybody know who you are, because I know everybody already know you.
My name is Ace Metaphor. I started out as a poet, and then I started just giving my random thoughts on the internet about love and relationships, and people started liking it a little bit. So right now, what I do, I really just call myself just a common sense life and relationship enthusiast. You know what I mean? That makes when somebody say I'm a sanitation engineer, where they just really a janitor. So like I just call myself a life and relationship enthusiast. It just sounds real like a nice little topic. So right now, man, I just love conversation. And so talking to people about their different perspectives and experiences. Debating people, our platform tonight's conversation is all about debate. So we just have these healthy conversations, because without these conversations, can we really grow? You know what I mean? Right. Seeing people's perspectives. So that's who I am. You guys, if you have Instagram or Facebook, you can follow me at Ace Metaphor, or tonight's conversation on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook as well.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on that particular clip that we had? That was hilarious when you was like, why don't you just put the tip in and be like, gotcha.
So I think it's wild. I think it's wild what you said. Okay, my first thought is I do understand, because it's not just you, it was you and Mar and maybe some other people. Yeah. It's like, if you allow me to have sex with you, you know what I'm saying? When you said that you didn't, or it was too early, I can see how you would say, okay, that's not the type of woman I want to be with, because if she's fallen into temptation this early and this easily, then would she do this for another man? Yeah. Or other situations in her life? If you're not able to stay
lying, man.
Well, but here's the thing though, and I'm gonna bounce it back to you. I think it's outside of just relationships. I think that's a horrible quality to have. If you say something and you say you stand for something and you have a goal and you want to achieve it, but you don't have the discipline and able to in order to be able to do it, then that takes away from your character in my eyes. Yeah. So I do agree. The problem that you got some explaining to do is how you gonna be the temptation trying to get her not to follow her boundaries. And when she concedes to you, you be like, well, see, you weren't serious about what you thought.
What do you mean? I'm the temptation judge. I'm the apple on the tree. I'm going to sit my apple. Well, that don't sound right, but I'm going to sit my apples in front of the woman to see if she's going to like grab them. You know what I'm saying? So, and I need you to just, like, I'm just saying, ladies, stop being nasty, ladies. And, because this is it's two sides of this. I'm looking at women as, okay, are we just going to have fun and just hang out and have sex or do whatever? That's cool. I'm not judging you. But if you get in my face talking about, oh, I'm wife material, I don't do this and I don't do that, I've never done this and I want that, all this other stuff that women be lying about because they want somebody to marry them, I'm like, okay, and I'm just going to put something on your shoulder and see, what you gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? And just like back in the school days when they sit the stick on your shoulder and be like, knock it off if you bad. I'm gonna tell you, knock that off your shoulder if you bad. And a woman who, is all this and all that, and I want marriage or whatever, she's gonna knock my blank off her shoulder and be like, that's not what we're doing. And I'll be like, I really respect you. You
But
feel
see,
me?
I would read it two different ways.
A shoulder trick. You know what I'm saying?
So we read it two different ways then.
Okay.
Okay, let me tell you how.
Mm-hmm.
The way I read it is, you say you normally never do this, and I'm the exception. So I think it's more about how dope I am or how sexually attracted I am, how tight my game is, that would entice a woman to do something she normally wouldn't. So let's say normally she don't have sex within the 90 days and she like, okay, I'm gonna be absent or whatever, all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
But maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, she's comfortable enough with me to say, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and give in. I don't be like, well, your boundaries ain't real boundaries. It's just you ain't never met a guy like me before. So you don't think that in that case, it speaks more to what type of man you may be in her eyes than it is her not having as strong boundaries as you think she should.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And just for the record, ladies, it's not about the 90 days. It's about what you say out of your mouth that you don't do or that you ain't with. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying make a man wait 90 days. I'm not on no Steve Harvey stuff. You can have sex with a guy the same day. I don't care. I'm not here to tell y'all what to do with y'all bodies, and making a man wait 90 days can actually make a man not want to deal with you because he might be like, all right, this is some childish stuff. You know what I'm saying? And nobody got time to be playing with you. Like, stop trying to wait 90 days because we counting days. So to a certain degree, that can actually turn a man off. So don't run around trying to, just so you know, we're going to wait 90 days. Dude gonna be like, man, you'll get out my face with that Steve Harvey stuff. So that's the first thing. We're not specifically talking about the 90-day rule because that's Steve Harvey. It's goofy, right? And I'm agreeing with you on this part, Ace. If you see a man as somebody that you are comfortable with, he makes you feel safe, and y'all want to have sex early, that's cool. But in the clip, we were to a certain degree talking about having sex super early, like the second day, the next day, the same day, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So,
but
you have sex with me on the first day, bro, I'm not finna marry you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Wait, that ain't sound right. If me and a woman have sex on the first date, I'm not marrying her. I just said
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think if a woman has sex with me on the first or second date, I would personally feel like it had more to do with me than it had to do with her.
Okay,
so,
look at some groupie type of stuff though. Like, so we're influencers, right?
Oh no, but see, okay. No, okay.
It could be some groupie stuff.
I get where you're going. I get where you're going with that. I'm not speaking to that type of girl. I don't care what her boundaries are. I don't really care much about that anyway. But if we're talking about someone that I'm actually interested in, like someone that mutually we decide to go on a date, a groupie scenario isn't you probably not even going on a date with her. Y'all just linking up. She comes to the hotel room, you dipping out. I'm talking about you. I recognize a woman. I asked her out on a date. I take her out to a very nice date. And I asked her because I think she's intriguing. And if the vibe of the night is going so well and we vibing so tight and we like, let's do this after dinner. And then we just start vibing. We at the park and sitting on the swings, watching the water go. The moon is hitting the water. It's glistening and shit. Then we start talking. And the next thing you just know, we walk into the car and neither one of us want to get into our cars. and drive separately. And I'm like, well, you know, and she say some shit. I don't want the night to end. I'd be like, me neither. Why don't you come to the crib? I live down the street. And she say, all right. And then we go to the crib. Like, if it happens because the vibe was super tight, that doesn't mean the chemistry. Like, the one thing I will say before I bounce it back to you is connection you can strengthen or weaken with action. But chemistry, sometimes chemistry is just, it's unexplained. It's like you can just feel it like this. And sometimes you have that instant vibe, like chemistry with a person that it can lead to you having sex the first date or the second date. And if anything, it means I probably really vibe with you. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee we probably gonna have a third or fourth, unless it's just trash. And I'll be like, oh, that's false chemistry. But so you don't think that if a woman or you decided to have a woman in that scenario, you wouldn't think that would make it to where you'd be like, dang, we got some mad chemistry.
The answer with me would be no. And I want to add some just context to that. And everybody make sure to hit the like button. A lot of new people have come in, so y'all haven't heard me yell at y'all yet. So let me yell at y'all. For the other 70 people that have not hit the like button, especially y'all folks on Facebook, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. It's a little button and it says like, it's a little thumbs up. Just hit it and it turns blue. It's amazing. It's crazy. When you hit it, it turns blue. So do that for me. And if you're enjoying the conversation. So the way I look at it is I look at things, you know, I try to put myself in a woman's shoes sometimes, right? You know, a woman has a lot of, there's a lot of rules and regulations to a woman and womanhood and all this. You can't do this, you can't do that. And then at the same time, it's like, you don't want to be looked at as a hoe, but you don't want to be looked at as a woman that's playing games with a dude and playing around and act like a this and that, you know, like she don't do stuff, right? Well, I look at it as the middle ground. It's the most advantageous for a woman to operate in, right? So if you're out with a guy, you know, ladies, and you really are feeling him, and it's the first day, really the first week, right? It just makes more sense to just show a certain level of discipline and say no. Like, tell us no sometimes, you know. And, you know, don't play with us, but at the same time, be like, nah, like, you know, there's no reason to move too fast, you know, because at the end of the day, like, what is the purpose of all of this? You know, if I'm taking you out and we having a great time or whatever, I want to have sex with you. And, you know, I may even, you know, make small, subtle attempts, but that's what this whole conversation is about. I'm testing your boundaries. And if I'm able to get all up in there super easy, the first thing I'm going to say is, okay, who else has gotten up in there super easy? You know what I'm saying? So that says something about your level of boundaries, whether you have them or whether you don't, your ability to say no, and your level of discipline. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes, like, when I used to sell cars, I would make it a point to tell a customer, I had a rule. I got to tell my customer two times in the conversation. Between them coming to the dealership, test driving, and whatever. At some point, I got to tell them no twice, because I need to let them know that if you want this car, you're going to have to work for it. I'm not running behind you like a little puppy trying to get you to sell my car. I got plenty of people that want to buy this car or that car, and you're not really that special. I have other people trying to buy this so-and-so type of car. You know what I'm saying? So if you want it, cool. So if he turns around and say, okay, so can I get this and that? No. Why? Because that's not what it comes with. Can I get extra this? No. I'll tell them no on purpose to let them. I want them to feel how it feels to say no. Because the last car dealership they was like, sure, no problem, whatever you want to do. No, I'm letting you know, like, I have a certain amount of standards. Even as a salesperson, this dealership has a certain amount of standards, and we're not going to just run around kissing your butt. I have the courage to tell a person that I want no.
That's not that's not the question, though.
How?
So the question, okay, I'm going to the video you played.
Yeah.
And I know we're talking about multiple but different parts. The
and I
initial
want to
thing
play the
was,
video in a couple of minutes so the new people will see the videos. But go ahead.
But the question was, would you disqualify her? Would
Yes.
you disqualify her? And you said yes.
Because she
And
didn't say no.
Right. What I'm saying is, my
Okay.
argument isn't whether or not a woman and or a man should wait to have sex. My argument is, for me personally, if we both agree as two consenting adults to have sex, whenever we both agree, it doesn't disqualify you as being a potential partner to me. And the reason is, I get what you're saying. You know, I wanted all these games, you know, less cat and mouse, and I understand that part. The reason I'm saying that is, I think about some of, this is gonna sound, I would say, no, I would say it all right. It's safe for but both of my long-term relationships, my in the early 20s and the one I'm currently in, we had sex early. And so I don't think it's a barometer on how successful you'll. Are you still there? Can you see me?
You good? Yeah.
Aaron, can you see me?
Yeah, you good?
Can you see me? Good?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's a barometer. Can you say something so I can make sure I can hear you?
Testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Well, hold on. Let me see.
Well, while we wait on Ace, shout out to Sarah Ferreira.
I'm gonna leave and come.
Okay, for the super chat, she says, "Thank you, MrLetGo. I've been enjoying your videos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much." So, Ace had a call and he's on his phone, and sometimes when somebody gets a call, it kind of like messes up the audio. So Ace will be right back once he gets his phone back. So, am I wrong, y'all? You know what I mean? Hold on. This is something right here. Michelle says, no tests a relationship. It's a qualifier. And I totally agree with that. You got to tell a person no at some point. I want to know if a woman is brave enough to tell a man like me no. You know what I mean?
Aaron, what I'm saying is, I don't think it matters to the overall success of the relationship.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not advocating for someone to have sex on the first date or the second date or wait 90 days. I don't really care when you decide, whenever you both are comfortable, whenever the vibe is right and y'all feel like to do it safely, that's on y'all. What I'm saying is, first date, 91st date, I don't think it matters as much, because here's the thing, to your point, you had said this earlier, it was like, well, if I'm able to get it easy, then what if another person? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that plays in whether or not a woman will be monogamous inside of a relationship. What you do as a single person is different than what you do as a married person. If you are single and you are allowed to be whatever you want to be, you know, sexually, that doesn't mean that you can't control yourself once you get into a relationship. I
disagree.
But you may, but what I'm saying is, I don't think, if you don't have to my point, if you don't, me being able to say no to somebody when I don't have a reason to say no, and me being able to say no to somebody when I'm married, got children, and committed, it's two different motivations behind that. So if a woman is agreeing to have sex with me when she's single and it happens 2 weeks in, it doesn't mean that she has a lack of ability to say no. It's just there was no reason to. There was no reason to. She's not in a relationship with nobody else. Yeah. And if I'm dope and we and the vibe is vibing, then what difference does it make? And the last thing, I go back to this point. Just because she did it for you don't mean she does it for everyone else. And I think from my perspective, I just think maybe it's just an overinflated sense of security, but I really just feel like, yeah, I think I'm a guy. Some girls do things that they normally wouldn't do with other men with.
So let me say this. And everybody, I need you to hit the like button. The likes are kind of low. I need the likes up, y'all. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button. Come on. If y'all enjoying this, hit the like button. Hit the like button, y'all. The likes are low. Let's go. Hit the like button. This is my whole thing. There are certain types of women, a lot of them, that don't know how to say no. They don't say no when they were growing up. They were raised to say yes. They were raised to be performative. They were raised to cater to everybody. They were raised to be insecure and just allow other people to, get whatever they want. They have so saying yes as a woman can actually be a terrible habit, right? See, no isn't just about sex. It's about boundaries. And I want to know, is the woman comfortable and used to saying no? I need you to say no to me. I need you to say no to your kids. I need you to say no to your mama. I need you to say no to your cousins. I need you to say no to your best friend. It's important for a woman to prove the fact to her man that she has a habit and the ability and the courage to say no to anybody. The reason why is, like I said, it's not just about sex. We talk about sex. We play the video for those of you who have not seen the video. We're gonna play the clip in a second. But if you can't say no to me, right? That could possibly mean that when your best friend calls you and, girl, let me tell you about da-da-da-da, you can't say no to her either. So when I'm in a relationship with you, I got to deal with your homegirl calling you randomly, complaining about her boyfriend. And since you don't know how to say no, you just going to sit next to me and just, if your ex calls, or if a guy is trying to talk to you and you just don't have the habit of setting boundaries with men, right? So overall, no isn't about sex. It's about boundaries. That's why I said it in the title. So let me play the video so y'all get a good, we're having trouble streaming on Facebook. It may be an issue on Facebook's end. Hold on, get this. How do I get this off the screen? Don't block the chat. Okay, remove. Hold on, edit. How do I get this off the screen?
Somebody said you chopped and screwed.
Okay. Somebody said what?
I said they said you chopped and screwed on YouTube.
On Facebook? Too. On YouTube too?
I'm looking at the comments.
Okay. So let me play the video, because I'm fine up here. Usually if it gets fuzzy, I see it too. So let me play the video and y'all will be able to see what we're actually talking about. This is a clip from Ace's app.
Would you automatically disqualify someone you had sex with on the first date from being wife or husbandable to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. But you
Now, keep in mind, Ace asked the question. I'm going to bring it back. He said on a first date. Hold on, Ace. Hold up.
Would you automatically disqualify someone you had sex with on the first date from being wife or husbandable to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. But you had... But y'all, okay.
I
So
disqualified her.
And did you?
I just jumped up in the bed and ran out the door. And that was it. I was disqualified.
He said, "You."
What did she do?
Said, so you failed.
Let me hear.
You mother. Let me in this first date. What are you? Suck my.
Let
me lay naked in your bed.
Let me say this.
Dare you?
Let me say this.
It was nice though.
And I'm sure women do this.
Thank you very much for this, ma'am. You whore.
What?
Let me say this. And y'all let me know if y'all do this too. Okay. But a man is going to test a woman's boundaries to see if
What she's into. Yeah.
her boundaries are able to be tested.
For sure.
Because sometimes women be like, well, I don't usually do this, and be lying, right?
For sure.
So we kind of like want to be like, all right, let me see if she lying or whatever. And next thing you know,
So
she lying, and then you're like, man, whatever.
So why don't you? Well, if that's the case, why don't you just put your almost in and be like, ha, gotcha. why do you go all the way through it? See, if you really trying to test me, oh no, he said, we just trying to test your boundaries.
He said, man, your boundaries are terrible.
Right, my boy.
You was lying. You've done this before.
All right, so before we finish this conversation, I need you guys to hit the like button and take a second to download this app. Tonight's conversation is actually an app. So take a second, just drop this and go to the app store and go download tonight's conversation app. This is how it looks. It looks like this. It's a picture of a woman talking to in a guy's ear, because you know that conducive to women. Women love to be yapping all the time. So look for this. It says tonight's conversation app, and hit done when you've downloaded the app. And once you hit done and once you've hit the like button, we'll finish. But if I don't see no dones in the chat, we are just going to sit here and look at you. So download the app right now and then come back. We'll give you about 30 seconds to do that and hit the like button. Do it now. Okay, so just to give everybody context on what we was talking about and what Ace actually asked, he said on the first date. So we're talking about first date, second date, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Oh, look, somebody said no. Yo, y'all are silly. Remember, I was like, you have to be brave enough to say no. Somebody said no. Yo, you silly. Download the freaking app anyway. All right, so the bottom line is this. I just want to know who you are as a person. You know what I mean? So that's the important thing. And if you can't say no to me, you know, as a sexy and as amazing as I am, like this, you know what I'm saying? It might be guys that are more amazing or as amazing as me. You ain't gonna be able to say no to him too, because in a woman's life, it's two sides. Like, you are used to saying no to men trying to have sex with you, trying to get with you, and all this and other stuff, right? So why is it easy? Isn't it easy for you to say no? You know, so that's going to tell me, like, okay, you probably are used to being like saying yes and stuff. And like I said, it's about yes to family, yes to boundaries, yes to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to date a woman that can't say no to their kids. You know, have you ever been on the phone with a chick? Cause I don't know if you date women who have kids or whatever, but have you ever been on the phone with a woman and her kid just jumps in the middle of the conversation? Mama, look at what and she's like, okay, yeah. Did it? And then you still talking and you're like, yo, you ain't finna tell your kid to go sit their ass down somewhere or whatever? Like, you don't have enough wherewithal to, or, you know, you don't set boundaries with your kids. Like, one, have you ever dated a woman with kids, and have you ever seen that? Ace?
Oh, I thought you were saying put a one in the chat. My bad.
Oh, no.
Man, I don't know. I have, but I don't know if that equates. I don't think it's the same thing.
So it's not the same thing? You think like no doesn't? Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't think it's the same thing. What I'm saying is, I think it's up to perception. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks for some people is too soon. Mm-hmm. 2 months for some people are too soon. I think too soon is
really up 2 months.
2 months to some people would be too soon, because 2 months ain't the 90 days. That's 60 days. Before marriage to some people is too soon. So, like, my point is, I think it's all about your perception of how much you value sex and how much you think sex equates to someone's discipline. So you may say there's a lack of discipline because she's giving you sex too soon. but too soon is up in the eye of the beholder. And also what that actually means for her characteristics or his characteristics, because you didn't talk about the reverse. So like, if you can't say no to her, what gives her the impression you can say no to another her that's prettier or thinner that comes along? If you had sex back with her within the first date or two, what gives her the confidence you won't say no when another woman?
Well, Ace, that's on her though. That's her level of parameters and stuff. That's what she got to pay attention to. I'm only talking about my level of parameters.
I get what you're saying. I'm simply saying, to me, it's unreasonable to assume someone has low discipline if they hadn't set that personal boundary for themselves. And when you saying to yourself, and that's why I said in the beginning, if you wrote a clip, I understand what you are saying, because you're saying, if a woman is saying, I'm not having sex, and they make that decree within themselves for 90 days and they break it, then for you, you're like, okay, that shows a lack of discipline and commitment to what you said and fighting off temptation. However, my problem is you're the person tempting them. That's the part that makes this conversation fuzzy. So my thing is, if you value chastity and being able to say no to sex, shouldn't you also be a person that's avoiding and abstaining for the duration you think is acceptable?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm a man and she's a woman.
So, and that's what I'm saying. Your argument, respectfully, your argument goes back to, well, I'm a man and you're a woman. But it doesn't, to me, make any sense.
Why? We're different. We're not the same.
But
period.
You're different when it's convenient for you. Because this is a convenient way to be different.
I'm different in every way than a woman.
So you don't think that sexual discipline as a man is equally as important?
Yes.
Okay,
but well, no, I'm sorry. No, the answer is no, because you use the word equally.
No. I say, so you don't think it's why do you think it's not equally as important?
I can answer that. A woman, and I said this in a previous video before, a woman spends 20 plus years of her life telling men no. So
there's what I'm talking about.
Hold on, there's a certain side of her that is used to saying no to men's sexual advances.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Hold on. So why does it not seem that way when I'm around you? That's the first thing. Men, we have not been saying no to women's sexual advances for 20, 30 years, probably 5 years, you know what I'm saying? Like I said in the video. So to a certain degree, we have different upbringings, we have different dynamics, and we have different approaches, and we have different ways of testing boundaries or having our boundaries tested. I don't have my boundaries tested as much as a typical woman does. So why don't you know how to deal with boundaries?
That's not what I'm asking. Let me refocus so I can ask you.
Okay.
So maybe I asked it the wrong way.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, you don't think sexual discipline, discipline, being disciplined with your D, is as important to a human being also that happens to be male?
No.
You don't think that's as important? So you're saying no. So again, the reason
I do
why
what I
you
want to do.
Exactly. So when you go back to this, and like I said, this is sparring. It is what it is. We're gonna get here because this is where the reasoning is sparked in. It's sparked in the argument that women should because they're women, and men can't. Women shouldn't because they're women, and men can because they can. Because I'd argue that men have more difficulty with fidelity than women do, right?
I agree. Yeah.
Because of lack of sexual discipline, correct?
Yeah, right.
Men often experience more hardship as a result of that inability to be monogamous than women do, correct? In relationships.
Women leave relationships more than men leave relationships. Yes.
Right. And oftentimes that inability to keep your penis in your pants is the reason you are losing your family, the reason you are losing access to raising your children in your home, the reason why you're destroying people you care about. And a lot of times I'm saying when we make it seem like it's not as important to men, now men are operating like they don't have to be equally as disciplined during that single phase as well. So if you are advocating, you are saying that it is important for a woman to say no, it is equally as important for a man to say no, because I imagine that naturally it's probably easier for a woman to say no, especially when they're in a relationship with a man they love.
Probably.
But I'll argue this. A man can love a woman and still be not having the discipline. So my point is, I think if you was to preface this argument, it's more imperative for a man to show discipline when it comes to sex during a dating phase than it is for a woman, because I believe it's easier for her to turn off whatever promiscuity you think she has than it is for a man. And I can't see how you could possibly disagree with that.
Okay.
Unless you go back to the phrase, she's a woman and I'm a man.
So I totally disagree with you on that, because you keep using a word that I'm totally against. You keep cussing at me.
What?
Because you keep using this cuss word. Do you know what that cuss word is, Ace?
What's that?
Equally. Ain't no woman equally in any type of way, shape, or form to no man. So you can't use a man's scenario and a woman's scenario and put equally in it in any shape or form. I don't care what we talking about, whether it's jobs, whether it's sex, whether it's relationships, whether it's food. We can eat all we want to as men and not get fat. Women can't, okay? I don't care what it is. It could be, you can make up anything. It could be about giraffes. I don't care what it is. No matter what it is, you cannot put the word equally in a sentence with man and woman.
All right, let me redirect the question then. Is it more important for men to practice to have sexual discipline than women?
That I can say yes.
Okay, then. So in that scenario, early on, wouldn't it be more important for a man to show her that he's more disciplined sexually than it is for her to show him?
No.
Why not?
I can answer that.
You don't make this make sense to me.
I'm making it.
You know
why? Because the thing the woman wants from me is more valuable than a thing that I want from her.
And what's that?
My coochie. You know what a man's coochie is? Men have coochies. Do you know what a man's coochie is?
What is this, bruh?
My last name. That's the most valuable thing on the planet.
Now, let me ask you.
Hold on. Let me say something to you ladies real quick. You ain't getting my last name, okay? None of y'all, because I value it, right? Now, what y'all do with y'all little coochies or whatever, you know, y'all can give it. Y'all all could give it to me. I'm cool with it, but that's on you. You know, I have a certain level of values, standards, and, you know, requirements, and you have your own level of values and requirements. So when I have something that you want, you gotta go through a whole bunch of hoops to get it. And one of those hoops is you can't be giving no booty too early. Now, if we have an agreement that we are just cool and I've told you or you told me that I just want to hang out, we can have sex first date. I'm not going to lose respect for you. But my whole point is, if you as a woman want my last name, you need to show me that you deserve it with a heightened level of discipline. That's my whole point. That's the point. It's about like.
Let me respond before you move on.
Wait, Ace, what are we disqualifying the woman from? In the video, you said, would you disqualify a woman? What are we disqualifying her from?
Before we move forward, I gotta address what you just said.
Okay.
My first question, you gotta let me get this out. You talked for like 3 minutes. Let me at least get 45 seconds.
Okay.
Are you looking for love or are you looking to have leverage? Because you just talked in terms of leverage. And my advice to any man that thinks that way is maybe you need to aim higher with what you want or expect from a woman. That's the first thing. Because I'll tell you this, I found out through me being in a relationship currently, and even seeking it, when I got into a point where I wanted a relationship, is this main thing. A quality woman brings so much more to the table, like so much to the table. And as much as I can quantify what I give to her, what she gives to me, I feel like it's tenfold valuable. And I ain't just say, I know y'all up here thinking, oh, hey, she just being soft. No, I'm for real. What a woman brings inside the household, inside your life, that being that motivation for you is that valuable. I don't even, in terms of women, I dig sex. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, Aaron. I like having sex as much as any man loves having sex.
Mhm.
However, compared to the other benefits of having a loyal, faithful, compatible, cooperative woman that's there to help you maintain peace, to help you build, to be your most trusted confidant,
That knows how to say
that
no.
those qualities
Mhm.
far outweigh whatever sex she may give me. And that sex is still important.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is, when you say I got something she wants,
Mhm.
she got 100 things I want from her. She has the ability to have children. I don't have any yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has the ability to create my children, help me nurture and raise. And so, and she's sensible. She's more sensible than me. I don't even like to talk to people. She represents us, my household, and everything. So I guess what I'm saying is, I'm looking for love. I ain't looking to hold leverage over nobody's head. And anybody that's willing to dangle for a carrot that I'm hanging in front of their face is probably not qualified to be my girlfriend or wife in the first place.
But
The woman I'm looking for look at me stupid as hell by saying that. Like, nigga, brother, who are you? And so my point is, that's my rebuttal to what you just said.
I'm just saying that you just proved my point. Like, if I dangle my carrot in your face and you know, eat it, like, you're disqualified. So
But no,
no,
you said you
disqualification
dangling.
is the thing.
You
Look,
said you
remember,
dangling
Ace.
your last name.
Hold on, Ace. Remember,
You
I
dangling
did
your last
say,
name. That's what you said. You
yes,
said I got
yeah,
something
I
you
get it.
want.
Yeah, I
Huh?
get it. But I want you to think about this. And first, Jade, shout out to Jade Phoenix for the super chat. I tried that argument, Ace, and you can best believe it's still a no. Exactly. And shout out to Ace for Jade for another reason. Jade just joined my coaching group. So what is up to Jade? She is now in my coaching group. So thank you so much for signing up. And if anybody else wants to sign up to my coaching group, the sign up is under this video. Just look for the link that says access all of my services, and you'll see join my coaching group. And the coaching group is for women only. So this is the thing, Ace, and I did say this. I said your level of discipline when it comes to everything about your life, okay? It's not just about sex. I did say that. I said, are you bold enough and real enough and confident enough with who you are to say no to me? Are you confident enough to say no to your little bad kids that keep trying to interrupt us and walking all in the house and in the room and all this other stuff while you take the shower? Like, are you the type of woman that has to sit in the bathroom to do stuff because your kids keep running all behind you because you don't know how to say no to your
They ain't got
kids?
nothing to do with sex.
What do you mean? It's the no. It's the level of like, no, I want to have sex, but I know not to. I don't want to go, because to me, it's not about not having sex. It's about being strong enough or real enough to say no. There's a lot of women, bro, who don't know how to say no to other people. And you've been married a chick that don't know how to say no to nobody. And now
But
your life is trash because she doesn't know how to set boundaries with her side of her life. Just
can
like,
we make a distinction?
Go
Can we
ahead.
make a distinction? I
Yeah.
think if it's you conceding or doing something you don't want to do because you feel pressured, that's one thing. So if the argument was,
Temptation is
hear me out. I know,
temptation.
right? No, but hear me out. If the
Okay.
argument is she's uncomfortable with having sex, but doesn't speak up to say no and just lets it happen, that's one thing. And that's a topic for another story.
Mm-hmm.
However, if she decides and changes her mind midway through the date and says, I want to have sex, this is what I want to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is not her feeling pressure to tell you yes. This is her making a decision of having autonomy with her body and making a decision with her body that she wants to do. She wants to enjoy sex with you. That's different than not knowing how to say no if she wants to say yes, if she feels it in that moment. So I think that there's a difference. Yes, you want somebody that has the ability to be assertive if they don't want to do something and tell somebody, no, I don't want to do this. But that's different than somebody that actually wants to do it and saying yes because they want to do it.
Well,
don't you agree?
I can agree with you on that. But there's a caveat, and I need everybody who have not already hit the like button. We got more people on here, so I'm not yelling at the people who did hit the like button. The people who did not hit the like button, please make sure to hit the like button. We need like 30 more likes, okay? We had like 140 on here, and we need about 30 more likes, all right? So hit the like button, y'all. I'm just reminding y'all, it's cool. I do appreciate y'all for hitting the like button. And drop a super chat, y'all. The super chat has been absolutely dry. I appreciate Jade. And then let me add this. Under this video, you'll see it says Cash App Aaron 1000. So drop a Cash App, drop a super chat, or hit a like button. Do any of the three. I don't care. I'm not trying to make y'all do whatever. But yeah, support the channel, y'all. Uh-oh, you there, Ace? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You got to go out?
Oh, 1 second.
Okay. All right. So he got a call. So while he's out, hold on. I want to let me write down what I was about to say. Damn, what was I about to say? I was about to say, because I had a good rebuttal to what he said. Okay, here go Ace right here.
Yeah, my bad. Everybody decided
to cool.
Call me today.
So this is how I'm agreeing with you and disagreeing with you once again. Yes, you're right. Your kids, boundaries, mom, best friend calling you on inopportune times. Yeah, I can understand that is her not being able to say no to somebody trying to get her to do something that she doesn't want to do. I understand it. But my question is, why do you want to have sex with me and you don't even know me?
The same reason you want to have sex with her.
About you. Why do you
the same reason you want to have sex with her?
It's not the same.
Bro, what do you mean?
I literally said it's a difference what men and women like. What are you doing?
Like you say it, don't mean it's fact. I'm saying.
So it's not fact.
When it boils
women
down
are totally different than women when it comes to almost everything on the planet.
But you can say that. But what I'm saying is the reason most people decide to have sex is because two people are horny at the right time around the right people.
Why is she horny? And why
the same reason you are?
No.
What are you talking about? Hey,
it's like going grocery shopping and
you take a cold shower then. Why you going? What I'm saying is you have a different standard for you than you do for her because you are okay. So what I'm saying is you're acting like just like you, a woman don't get horny. Just like you, they don't crave intimacy. Like you're acting like they're obvious. We do. It's just society has placed two different sets of rules for men and women. Yes.
We're not doing why? We're not doing it.
No, we about to. You know why? You and most men, most people.
I'm about to break it down.
Assign more value to people that are closer to appearing pure than others. Your value as a woman, has society, the patriarchy has decided, is as closer to you are to being virgins or sexually abstent, and to it's convenient for me to want to have sex with you, the more value I'll place on you. And what I'm saying is, brother, as much as we want to say we are different, and we are, but at the end of the day, we all have the same basic needs. Sexual needs is on the top of a lot of people's list. And to act like you're questioning why a woman would choose to have sex when that's damn near on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Sexual pleasure, we all
Sex is
experience
not on what?
love and belonging.
That ain't got nothing to do with sex. No, don't.
Man,
No,
hold on. Sex is a basic need.
bro, stop.
It's a basic
No.
need.
Ace, let me tell you
I'm not
something.
gonna argue with you.
Let me tell you something.
I'm
You know
not
what
gonna
love is? No, you know what
I'm not
belonging.
gonna argue with you.
Listen, let me tell you what, because I study Maslow's
I'm not gonna
I
argue
study
with you.
all
So
that.
you saying sex,
No, I'm
sex
gonna
ain't
tell
a
you.
basic need as a human being?
It's not on the hierarchy that you're saying.
Okay.
Love and belonging.
Semantics.
Hold on, listen.
No. We don't have to argue.
Ace,
Hold on, because
no, this is important. Listen,
No, it's not important.
stop for a
What I'm
second.
saying is-
Ace, hold on. Let me say this. It's important.
Is it a need?
Ace, can I finish?
Because you worried about semantics. Is it a
No,
need of
this
human
is
beings?
important for the people listening also. Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Don't matter.
The love and belonging part is about safety, not a damn nut. You want love and belonging in order to help you with the number one part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is safety. Okay, the number one level of hierarchy of needs is food, shelter, safety. Okay, how you get safety, keyword, how you actually accomplish getting safety, how you accomplish getting water, how you accomplish getting food is by belonging to a group, a herd, a pride, a pack. So hold on, because you about to say something. So you can all work on getting these needs together. Let's get water together. Like a pride of lions hunt together. A pack of wolves hunt together. A herd of buffalo are safe together. So in order to get the first level of hierarchy of needs, you have to have this second hierarchy of needs, which is belonging. It's about safety, and you not no damn nut.
Okay.
Are you serious right now? Ace?
Whoa. You know the funny thing about Google is you can just use it. Maslow's hierarchy places sex in the needs category above, along with food and breathing. It lists sex solely from an individualistic perspective. For example, sex is placed with other physiological needs, which must be satisfied before a person considers higher levels of motivation.
Bro, I don't know where you got that from. That was the dumbest thing.
So look, what I'm saying is,
bro,
we can go
that
back
was
and forth
the
about
dumbest thing I ever heard. I don't know where you got that from.
I Googled it. But
okay, just because you Google something don't mean nothing.
For sake of time.
Okay.
Let's take, because it's a debate and it's not worth us going back and forth about it. Let's take the name Maslow's out. Okay. We agree that sex is a physiological need for human beings to have.
For human beings to continue to have make other human beings, yes. But we talking about sex as far as we liking each other.
Can I finish?
We ain't talking about having babies. Sex is for babies.
Can I finish?
Go ahead, because I want to talk about babies. Go ahead.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
My point is this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you get back to your whatever point you were on. My point is, human beings are one of few species, and probably obviously the top, that have sex most often for pleasure than it is for procreation.
Yeah, and that part isn't
right.
the
pleasure,
part.
The way the brother, regardless, it is a need. It's a physical. Your body starts to yearn for it and want it.
Yeah, it's an oxytocin thing. Yeah,
and it is all the needs we have is a motivation for us to do X, Y, and Z.
Yes.
So a man will do X, Y, and Z in order to achieve sex and get sex.
Dopamine.
The same thing for a woman. So what I'm saying is, when we act like we're not human beings and that sex isn't just a human being need, and we say, okay, sex is only a need or desire and motivation for a man, but it ain't for a woman, to me, it's being willfully ignorant. So when you had said, the only reason I had brought this up is because you had said, well, why are you wanting to have sex? The same reason a man would want to have sex. But again, the societal stigma has placed it to where a woman's value in chastity is assigned to her sexual modesty, whereas men get to enjoy how they want to. And you're not looked at it sideways. And I would argue that it got to be a little bit more balanced for both. The reason I say that is if sexual discipline is indicative on future performance inside a relationship, like you said it was, then it is equally, if not more important, for men to do the same thing. So as much as we are advocating for a woman to be disciplined during dating with sex, men should also do the same thing. Because these dudes in 2022 is cheating left and right too. So
Because
my
these
point
women
is,
are getting with cheating dudes.
both parties. And so to go back to the fundamental question we asked, the fundamental question, would you disqualify somebody you had sex with on the first day from being a potential marriage mate? My answer is no, because I engaged in that sexual act with her as well. And by proxy, it would mean that I'm disqualifying myself from being husband material. And I wouldn't say that would do that. I am able to have sex as a single man within reason, obviously. It ain't like I'm having sex like potato chips, but that doesn't mean that I can't control myself when I get into a relationship. And I don't think I can put that same assumption or a different assumption on a woman just simply because she's a woman. You know what I mean? So that's why I said I thought it was wild when you had said that.
Okay, so let me say this, because first, Slay Lynn, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, as a woman, I'm trying to figure out what type of man you are. I can care less what you think about me. I'm waiting to make sure you're constantly discipline is about me. And that's what I'm saying. See, like I said earlier, I like to just look at life from a woman's standpoint and not just from my standpoint. I ain't got nothing to lose. All right. I don't really want more kids. I want to get married, but if I don't get married, I don't care. I could be the old man in the Pep Boys, paying for chicks transmissions or something, whatever. So I don't care. So the woman is the one that needs me more than I need her. I need her because I don't want to be the old dude in the Pet Boys paying for the 30-year-old chick transmission. I won't do that. Transmissions cost like what? $2,000. So I won't do that. I don't want to do that. But I am not walking around this planet being afraid of somebody jumping on me or trying to take my whatever every time I walk to the car. So there's a side of a woman that she needs from me. And there's a side of me that I need from a woman. But her need is higher than mine because I am let me finish. I am extremely protective and I know what I offer. And a woman usually knows what I offer also if she's been around me for a day. And the thing I need her to do is stop trying to give me her butt in the first damn conversation we've been having. Show a certain level of freaking discipline. If you were and I'm not done. If you were a trainer, because you be in the gym all the time, right? And you started training with another person, male or female, right? And y'all left the gym and they go straight to McDonald's. You're gonna be like, bro, what are you doing? What I wanted some McDonald's. You're gonna look at that dude on a different level than you look at yourself, because you ain't finna leave no gym and go straight to McDonald's. You're gonna be like, okay, so it's a possibility that he may not be as serious about what I'm doing as me. So I don't know if I want to hang with this guy. I'm not done though. I'm not done.
I gotta address what you just said.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not done. Wait,
no,
bro.
No. I gotta address because you have you ever seen Minutes? You know you're messed up, right? You know you're messed up, right? You know you messed up. You know how you messed up? Because the analogy you gave, you said, if we're working out together and we're trying to hit these goals, and they go to McDonald's, then you'd be like, they're not serious. You said that. to make it more applicable to what we're talking about, we go to McDonald's. That's how you know you done messed up. If we having sex, we both having sex. So
okay,
so
you're right.
I'm saying I know I'm right. So
Wait,
my point is,
I didn't say that.
You get.
Okay,
Right.
bad analogy. You're right. You're bad analogy. Okay, all right. Strike that from the record. Okay, that's the first thing. But look, the biggest thing about this whole thing is babies. Okay, I, as a man, am not under the same level of scrutiny, responsibility, regardless of how you want to look at it when it comes to children. Okay, a woman ovulates a certain time in a month, right? If you have sex with me and you don't even damn know me, you don't know what type of father I am. Okay, you don't freaking know me. If we have sex in a rubber bus and you end up being pregnant by me, you are a dummy because you have no clue on who you're about to have a baby with. Okay. Now you could also say the same thing. Well, I don't have no clue of this and that, but I ain't stuck with the baby, because if I was a terrible, disgusting person, I could be like, man, please get out of here. Because wait. Because going back to Menace to Society, another scene from Menace to Society, Mr. Menace to Society, is when he smashed that girl early, and she called and say, Kane, who is this? Oh yeah, you that girl? Yeah. What's up? I'm pregnant. What did he do? Click. Man, please. If you don't get out of here, you just some chick that I had sex with early. That ain't my baby. How I know that's my baby? You probably run around having sex with chicks super early all the time. I don't trust you.
Let me ask you this question.
Next thing you know, she is yet another goofball single mother.
Yes or no? First of all, we're talking about us. So yes or no? Are you that type of dude? Would you do that?
She don't know.
No. I'm not asking about her. I'm asking about you. Are you that type of guy?
No.
Neither am I. You know why? Because first of all, I don't have no kids. But if I did, I'd take care of my kids.
But she don't know that.
But let me finish.
Okay.
Because I'm getting to my point. With that being said, because I know I would take care of my kid wholeheartedly, and obviously I would make sure I wouldn't make. Hopefully, she would be a great baby mom, but maybe she wouldn't be, and that would be.
Right?
Right, exactly. So what I'm saying is, you can't. It's unfair for you, to speak to the lowest common denominator to men, but then speak to the highest common denominator with women. And what I mean by that is, when you use the example for men, you use the trash ball Jamal example. When there's a lot of guys that do care where they put their seed at. And so for those men, having sexual discipline is very important, because for me, being who I am, what I got going on, and the amount of money I have, and the type of care and responsibility I have in my heart, I got to be careful where I put mine.
But she don't know you, and that's what I'm saying. She has a responsibility to herself.
Here's what I'm.
But she don't know you.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. What I am saying was, the second part of our argument was, that's why it's equally as important, if we have these expectations of sexual discipline with women, it's equally as important for men, if not more so for men, to be sexually disciplined as well. So when you're saying we're both working out in the gym and we agree on that, cool. But I can't be now saying I'm gonna be your workout partner, and every time we leave, I'm trying to get you to come to McDonald's. That means I'm a bad partner. So if you're dating a woman and she makes it known that she don't want to have sex, and you continue to test her boundaries, then you're a bad marriage prospect, because you're trying to knock her off her goal. You see what I'm saying?
I'm sexy. I'm not testing her boundaries.
But you are. You said
I'm just sexy.
Play the video.
All right, hold on.
You said in the
video.
Whoa.
Play the video. Hold on, I'm about to play the video. See, ladies, I listen to people. All right. He says, play the video. I didn't say, why are you talking to me like that? You're a narcissist. You need to change your tone. No, I just said, okay, I'll play the video. Do you see how easy that is, ladies? All right. This man gave me a direct instruction, and I said, okay. So the next time a man that you respect says, play the video or sit your ass down or whatever, do it, damn it. Because guess what? I'm playing the video because Ace Metaphor said, play the video. And he yelled at me when he said it. Okay. His tone, ladies. All right. I didn't say, Ace, you change your tone. So I'm playing the video. Yes, sir. Playing the video. Oh, hold up. Here we go.
Would you automatically disqualify someone you had sex with on the first date from being wife or husbandable to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. But you had, but you y'all okay.
I
So
disqualified her.
And did you?
I just jumped up in the bed and ran out the door. And that was it. That was disqualification.
He said,
What did she do?
Said, so you failed.
Let me hear it.
You mother. Let me in this first date. What are you? Suck my.
Let
me lay naked in your bed.
Well, let me say this.
Dare you?
Let me say this.
It was nice though.
And I'm sure women do this.
Thank you very much for this.
Watch this.
What?
You fucking animal.
Let me say this. And y'all let me know if y'all do this too. Okay. But a man is going to test a woman's boundaries to see if
What she's into. Yeah.
her boundaries are able to be tested.
For sure.
Boom.
Because sometimes women be like, well, I don't usually do this, and be lying, right?
For sure.
So we kind of
For
like
sure.
want to be like, all right, let me see if she lying or whatever. And next thing you know,
So
she lying, and then you're like, man, whatever.
So
Oh, I just want to say, because chicks be lying.
why don't you?
But you
why-
said
if
you
that's the
test
case,
boundaries.
Why don't you just put your almost in and be like, gotcha. why do you go all the way through it? See, if you really,
Let's address that.
if you really trying to test me, oh no, he said, we just trying to test your boundaries.
He said, man, your boundaries are terrible.
Right, my boy.
You was lying.
Boy.
You've done this before.
Eric,
Oh, no, whoa. Everybody, I need you guys to download tonight's conversation. It is in the App Store, all right? I'm hollering at y'all, just like Ace hollered at me. I'm fussing at y'all. Download, this is an order. Download tonight's conversation from the App Store and put done in the comments. Just come out of this and go to your App Store. You don't have to drop it. You know, you can. iPhones, I think, should have that ability because I know Androids do, but drop out of this for a second and go to the App Store and get tonight's conversation. It looks like this, a woman in a man's ear, because y'all know y'all be talking too much, okay?
Would you automatically?
All right, so
I got
put done in it, downloading now. Good. All right.
I gotta
go ahead.
say this, and then I'm gonna leave you with a question, and then I gotta get out of here. So
Okay.
you had the time to speak, but you said test her boundaries, and so what I'm saying is
I didn't say
that
constantly. I just said test it.
but what I'm saying is, wouldn't that make you a bad workout? In your analogy, that would make you a bad workout partner, right?
So I'll be like, yo, you want to go to McDonald's? You'd be like, nah. I'll be like, good, okay. But if you say, yeah, I want to go to McDonald's, I'm like, you failed.
No, so if she so this is the last question I believe you with. So in that scenario, if you're just testing her boundaries, then why would you go all the way through it? Why won't you just stop when you butt naked and be like, see, I knew you wouldn't the one. You get your clothes on and you leave. Why wouldn't you do that? If the actual goal was not to have sex, but to test her boundaries, why do you go through with the sex then?
No, I'm just gonna put it in her face, and if she put her mouth open, I'm like, how dare you? S my D. How dare you suck it? How dare
No,
you?
you not. No, you
What?
not. You gonna go through.
I'll be
it.
like this. While
No,
she's
you
doing
not.
it, I'll
You
be
gonna
like,
go through it. And the last thing I'm gonna say, because I wanted to respond to one comment real quick. The last thing I'm gonna say, if I want to respond to a comment, is I seen some comments that were talking about men, and it was talking about, when you had said it's more onus on the woman to be sure who she's letting in her body, where she places the seed, because the consequences are greater, especially when you have a low qualified man. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. But I also feel like that's sad and trifling. Like, it's really sad and trifling. And the reason I say that, for the men that are watching, like, if you are a person, like, you really got to care enough about yourself and the stuff you got going on in your life.
And the stuff you got going on in your balls, because y'all be blanking.
But I'm saying to like, you can't just be dropping your seed anywhere. Like,
right.
And it speaks to so many men not having other things going on in their life. Because I'll tell you, for myself, like, I'm super selective with who I decide to have sex with, because, or when I was single, because it was like, yo, like, I got too much stuff going on, and that could derail me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I look at some of my friends now that have children with different baby moms, and it's bad.
Right?
They baby moms is bad, and I was like, yo, you knew she was crazy when you was fucking her. I mean, having sex with her. My bad. My bad.
It's okay.
But you knew, and it's like, we got to do better as well, because if you are a good dude, you will lose also. If you have sex with the wrong woman and get her pregnant, you'll lose the opportunity to raise your child, your son, in your household. Then she goes and she gets married, and now another guy is spending 2 to 3 times, 4 times as much time with your child than you are. And so what I'm saying is, it is equally as important for us. Well, I know you don't like the word equally.
Exactly.
You said it's a cuss word. It is imperative for us to be careful, because if you are a good dude, you have consequences. Now, if you are trash and you don't care,
that's what I was about to say. Because if I'm Johnny Dirtbag, I'm be like, I don't care. It ain't mine.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But I'm talking to the guys that ain't trash. If you ain't trash, have
some of the dudes in this chat are trash. Like, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
But Aaron, I gotta get off of here, man. I appreciate the convo.
All right, man. Have a good one. And everybody, download Ace's app. It's freaking dope. Download Ace's app, y'all. So what do y'all think about this conversation? Hit the like button if y'all have not already. But what do y'all think about this conversation? Do you agree or do you disagree? I'm going to put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up. A lot of times when folks come up, that's when the show starts getting crazy. All right. All right, so the link is in the chat. If somebody wants to come up, I would love to see what you guys have to say. But at the end of the day, women are not men and men are not women. So sorry, ladies, y'all can't do the same thing we can do in any kind of way. I don't care what it is, and it's just the way life is. And if you want to be a man, you can go to one of these doctors and get a sex change, and they'll take care of that, and you could be a man. You know what I mean? But other than that, you can't be a man. So it is what it is. Like I said, you spend, I don't know how much that mess costs, but go to a doctor and he'll make you a man, and then you can walk around as a man and have the same what is it? Same benefits as a man does. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have that sex change first. But if you don't have that, you are a woman, and it is what it is. So sorry, ladies, but nothing I can say about that. All right, so I got Faylene coming up.
Hey. Yo, hey, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking for my hat. I'm getting my hair done. That's why I couldn't get on with you today, because my hair not done.
Okay.
But let me find my hat, y'all. That was such a good combo, though. It was such a good combo. And as always, I get where you coming from. However,
I knew
he
it was
right.
however.
It's a however, because he was right. I feel like good women also qualify men. Like me personally, I'm disciplined when it comes to sex because I think that first of all, I think that you have to be because, like he was saying, it's trash men out here, it's trash women out here.
Mhm.
So, me personally, as a woman, like I said in the super chat, I'm disciplined because not because I'm trying to impress you or show you what type of woman I am. Like, I know what type of woman I am. I'm disciplined because I'm trying to figure out what type of man you are. And men are different before and after they get sex.
Yep.
However, if we wait a little bit longer, I can see I can spot Johnny Dirtbag from a mile away. Like just by little things that you do. Like I'm gonna be like, all right, no. You know what I'm saying? Like he seemed a little too aggressive or he cheat or you know what I'm saying? He's not the type of man for me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's me. That's
Mhm.
just me. That's the type of woman I am. But there's different type of women out here. If you okay with sleeping with Johnny Dirtbag because you just want to get your thing off, like by all means, baby. But me, I'm just a little different. But
Right.
because I hold myself up to this standard, I also look for men who are disciplined as well because I
Right.
don't want a man who out here just slanging and thanging, like, because that means you don't care much about your seed. That means you don't care much about the type of man that you are, and
Mhm.
like you have no value. So I can see why men would look at women like, okay, you don't have no value if you're just out here doing it with anybody. Because
Yeah.
I look at men the same way. I'm like, you don't got no value. You don't care about where you drop a baby at, like, and
Mhm.
that's just not what I'm into. I'm into men who be like, nah, this thing is like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
you brought up something, and I had to tell you, you obviously don't know what ovulation does to women. You brought
That's
up
what I'm talking
ovulation.
about. Ovulation, and that means a woman could turn around and have a baby by the dude that
No,
she
no,
had
no.
3 months ago.
That's true. That's facts. However, women's chemistry, once ovulation hits, your body is automatically telling you like have sex, have sex, have sex, have
What that
sex,
got to do with me?
have a baby, have a baby. It has nothing to do with you. But he was
I
right
want, I
when he
want to,
said
I want to
women
eat
get
some cake. Do I just
true.
go
That's
eat
what
a
I'm
whole cake?
saying. That's what I'm
No.
saying. But you were saying that women don't get the same urges as men.
I want to drink
And
some
we
Kool-Aid.
do.
Wait, I want to drink some
True.
Kool-Aid because
Yeah.
I'm ovulating and I want to drink some Kool-Aid. But guess what I'm gonna tell my
Facts.
body? No, I'm gonna
No,
drink
that's not what I'm
water.
saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's true. You're right. I'm disciplined.
My
So
balls
every
are
month,
ovulating right now. What are you talking about? And no, I gotta
no,
say
but
no to
you
my
said
balls
women
and
don't get
drink
the
water.
same kind of urges as men. Yes, we do. Ovulation screams, have a baby, have sex, do it. And that's why I feel like a lot of women who don't know their body and don't know their body chemistry, they end up like putting themselves into predicaments where they can't. I
Right.
know what my body doing and when my body doing it. So if a dude I'm highly attracted to, because discipline come with knowing yourself too. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I know I love chocolate cake and I'm not gonna put myself in a room with a chocolate cake when I'm starving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, but women do get the same urges as men. So all the men in the chat, like, oh, women different and da 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 da.
We're
Yeah,
not
I mean,
different.
no, we get the same urges as men, especially.
Y'all don't get the same urges as men. Y'all
Yes,
get
we
y'all own
do.
urges, and we get. You can't say you're not a man. You can't say our urges are the same as yours. No, we be walking around like zombies when y'all don't have nothing that get on hard and make us into zombies where we'll have sex with any woman in
And
her
you
car
ain't never,
if she lets us.
ovulated before.
We would literally have sex with a woman like in the parking lot behind the Kroger if she's like, let's go for it. Y'all
But
wouldn't
not
do
just
that.
any woman, right? Like you
Does
wouldn't see
any
a
woman? What are you
crackhead and
talking
be
about?
like,
Any,
you
yeah.
wouldn't see a crackhead and be like,
A
I like.
crackhead, of course. If she gets out a nice car,
That's
she
what
looks
I'm
like you.
saying.
I'm gonna be like, yo, let's go behind the Kroger right now.
Right.
I don't even
That's
need to
what
know
I'm
your name. A
saying.
woman does not do that. So stop it.
No,
You're
but if
making up
I'm
stuff.
attracted to a guy and he's been around me for a long time,
No,
and I'm
no,
ovulating,
no.
my brain's
I'm
gonna
saying
tell
you're
me.
at Kroger. You're at Kroger. You just got out your car and you super horny and you see a dude get out of his car. Would you walk up to him and say, yo, let's go behind the Kroger and like boom, 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 boom? No, the
No.
answer is no. But
But
we
you wouldn't
would
do that
if
either.
we
You
felt we
exaggerated.
could. We don't because we don't want to go to jail. But and a woman is 99% going to say no. But if we had a thought that she would actually be like, all right, you cute, let's go back there, we'll do it. But we won't. So no, our sexual prowess is not the same as women. Okay, stop it.
Right. Okay. On a daily basis, but we was talking about ovulation because you brought up ovulation. And I'm
Our
like, you don't
balls
know
be
nothing about
ovulating too.
ovulations. What you say?
My balls are ovulating now. What are you talking about? And I
I'm
want
just
some
saying
Kool-Aid.
though, like women, we have sexual urges, and during that time, them sexual urges. So yes, if you have been dating a guy and you are attracted to that guy, that's why I say, ladies, when I go on date and I know I'm really attracted to you, that's part of discipline. First of all, I'm not drinking because alcohol is gonna impair my judgment. And second, I know my body, so I
You
know
put on
I
a
can
pad.
literally. What you
Even
say?
when you don't need it, if y'all are like really horny and you go out with a guy, just put on a pad because it's over. Because if you do get so horny and y'all are close to doing this and doing that, second he see that pad, he's like, wait, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but that's why I be telling you.
Put some jelly on it or something like that, and then boom, you're done. It's a guarantee y'all ain't gonna have sex.
No, you can't say that because just like the dude at the Kroger, a dude will be like, I run red lights, let's go. Like, let's go. You fine enough, let's go. Like, I put a towel down. No. But that's why I say it's not about, for me, as a good woman, and I believe I'm a good woman.
Just
Ain't
put on
nobody
a
can tell me
pad
otherwise.
if you feeling horny, ladies.
Or just don't go. I mean, chill for a minute. Take a cold shower, like he said with the dude. Take a cold shower. Think about it. Sexual discipline takes a lot. It's not just like I'm a woman, so I'm automatically sexual disciplined. No, that's not how it happened. It happens because I know my boundaries, and I know, like, dude looking like a chocolate cake, like I'm dude looking like a chocolate cake. I'm not going to your house after this date. I'm going home because
There
I'm
you
hot and
go. That's
bothered.
all I'm saying.
I'm not drinking on this date because I'm hot and bothered.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking on this date going after your house, and I know I'm ovulating because my body, for one, is screaming, this man needs to impregnate you, because that's literally what your body be telling you. That's why, like, it takes knowing yourself, and that's why I believe
That's why y'all so nasty. Y'all be nasty. I understand. I get it.
No, I mean, it's chemistry. Your body chemistry is literally saying, like,
Be
I
nasty.
swear to God, your body is ask any of these women when you are ovulating. If you know your body, ladies, and you know when you ovulating, you know your body be saying, like, I will walk in Target and see some baby clothes and be like, when I'm ovulating, like, I want a baby, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I'm ovulating. I just know I am, because that's the only time of the month I want a baby. I'll be like, ooh, I want to nurture something. Like, literally, our hormones do that to us. Like, you
So
be
is
like,
this
I just
true,
want to.
y'all? I don't know. I think this is cap. Y'all be wanting a baby like on the 13th and the 24th of each month. I don't. Is this cap, y'all? Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if this is cap. If she's telling the truth, put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if she's telling the truth. I don't believe that.
It's true. I'm telling you, every month you be like, I know myself. I spend time by myself. I know my body. And when I'm just like, ooh, so-and-so who I've been crushing on for a long time, like, let me call him tonight. And then 30 minutes later, I'm like, oh, in Target, like, oh, look at these baby clothes. I'm like, I'm ovulated. Like, cause why else would I just be wanting to call Tyrone and like have a meetup with him? And you know what I'm saying? Ovulation really does do that to you. And I believe
Now y'all
that's
gonna be
why a
walking
lot
around.
of
It was ovulation. It's the ovulation spot.
no,
Y'all see
now
what I'm
that ain't true
saying?
because I've abstained for a while now. It's been a while for me. I don't want to like. It's nothing to brag about, so I don't want to tell people how long I haven't
Yeah.
had sex. But I haven't had sex. But because I haven't had sex in so long, I'm able to know my body. Like I know my body, and I know those different time periods. Like, and I track my cycle. I'm one of those type of women. I'm very meticulous with myself, like mind, body, spirit. And ladies, you got to get like that. I mean, because it was amazing once I started noticing these things about myself. Like, it'll help you avoid a lot of trouble. I'll say that now. Like, I know myself, and I'm like, I ain't going out with Gary the trainer with the 6-pack and going for a drink. No, we can have a FaceTime date for the next 2 days until I get my life together. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go. Yeah.
Because I know I might end up in his bed and be like, why did I just do this? Like, I know he a dirtbag, but like, my body told me not to. I mean, my body told me to do it. That's discipline. But
And
I
that's
agree
all I'm
with
saying. I'm just telling women, like, you know, put a pad on it so you won't want to do nothing. Because, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just giving practical thoughts. You go out with a guy and you feeling this ovulation mess that she's talking about.
mess.
Just put on a pad or, you know, do the tampon thing, and now you ain't got to worry about nothing because he can't get up in there because now he got to pull that out, and he's gonna be like, all right, this is gross, and you're like, finally, okay, and now he gonna stop. I'm just trying to give practical ideas that can help y'all with y'all little ovulating selves. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Oh my God. No, it's true. And that's just the chemistry. That's how our body works. And like for the men who say because you a single woman, you honey, I got some contenders, like, okay, who will run you in circles for the dudes in the comments. They'll run you in circles, like
Oh my
great
God.
men. I'm just saying, because like the comments be going off about like women and men, and like it be half a man, half a woman. No, I got great dudes who, but that's why I got to keep myself in check because the great dudes would greatly get it. And I'm just being honest. Like, no, I'm just being honest, but that's the first step to discipline, to be honest, right?
Right.
Like,
So let me ask you this. So if you and a guy went on a first date, hold on, let me just play this and hold on.
I can hear you.
All right, so hold on, I'm just gonna play this, and I want to see what you guys got to say about the exact video.
Automatically disqualify someone you had sex with.
Hold on.
Would you automatically disqualify someone you had sex? Would you automatically disqualify someone you had sex with on the first date from being wife or husbandable to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. But you had. But y'all, okay.
I
So
disqualified her.
And did you?
I just jumped up in the bed and ran out the door. And that was it. That was disqualification.
He said,
What did she do?
So you failed.
Let me hear it.
You failed. Let me in this first date. I dare you. Suck my.
Let
You let me lay naked in your bed. Like,
let me say this. Let me say this.
It was nice though.
And I'm sure women do this.
Thank you very much for this, ma'am.
What?
you fucking animal.
Let me say this. And y'all let me know if y'all do this too. Okay. But a man is going to test a woman's boundaries to see if
What she's into, yeah.
her boundaries are able to be tested.
For sure.
Because sometimes women be like, well, I don't usually do this, and be lying, right?
For sure.
So we kind of like want to be like, all right, let me see if she lying or whatever. And next thing you know,
So
she lying, and then you're like, man, whatever.
So why don't you? Well, if that's the case, why don't you just put your almost in and be like, gotcha. why do you go all the way through it? See, you really question, bitch. If you really trying to test me, hold on, he said, we just trying to test your boundaries.
He said, man, your boundaries are terrible.
Right, my boy,
You was lying. You've done this before.
Clip, by the way, you guys did a good job. That was hilarious.
Thank you so much. So,
What's the
second
question?
date, first date, and you're in that situation, right? And the guy tests your boundaries. Would you roll with it or what? And should the man judge you for rolling with it?
That's hard because it depends, like, on the situation. One, I myself, first, second date is just too soon for me. I don't know you well enough to
And that's all I was telling Ace.
have
Ace,
sex
like,
or be in that
doesn't make a
situation.
difference. I'm like,
I
you
mean,
don't.
and that's him. That's him. Like that's cool for you. And I feel what he was saying, and I feel what you were saying. That's cool with him. Like that's cool, bro. Like, and I applaud him. Like, good for you for not judging women in that way. I think that's amazing.
I'm judging
I
you.
don't judge women. I don't judge women who give it up on the first or second date because maybe they haven't came to that level of discipline or
Now, just keep this in mind.
understand.
We're not judging her. We're disqualifying her.
And that's a judgment. You're
no,
disqualifying her based on what? Because of what?
you're no longer marriage material because we had sex so early on the first date. I'm not finna marry a woman that I had sex with on the first date.
That's the judgment.
Now we can still hang out. I could love you, care about you, and all that stuff, but I'm
Right.
not going to make you my wife. So that's all I'm saying. So, ladies,
Right.
do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you want to get married and you want the guy in front of you to potentially marry you 2 years from now, it ain't gonna be no 2 years from now if you give it up to him on the first night. That's all I'm saying.
I say, ladies, if you want to keep yourself from getting played, do not have sex with somebody on the first or second night, because men, no matter what, no man could ever convince me that he coming into this date with me, going out with me, and like he ain't trying to get it. Like, I already know as a man, your mind is like, how am I gonna have sex with this woman? How am I gonna get Phelan into bed? I'm gonna take her on a date. I'm gonna talk to her every day on the phone, and I'm gonna texting ain't enough, ladies. If you talk to a dude every day, if you text him enough every day, that's fine, that's cool. You're good. Like, we're starting off on a good path. However, I do not know enough about you because I am looking for a husband. What you are saying is that you are looking for a wife. So that's how you qualify the women you date. But me looking for a husband.
But in the meantime, me looking for my wife, I can have sex on, one night stand. So, shout out to the ladies
you can do what you want.
Early.
Yeah, yeah, and that's how dudes think, ladies. Like, shout out to the girls who having sex early. Now, do you want to be that girl? Is the question. Like, are you the diamond or are you the pebble? That's how I look at it. Like, I am a diamond. So, like, no, baby, we're not doing this on the first night. We're not doing this on the second night. It's not necessarily the 90-day thing. It's when I'm sure about myself.
You don't know the person. Is all I'm saying. Like, as an example, say I've known somebody for like 2 years, but we just been cool, right? And then we actually say, yeah, let's start dating, right? And we have sex on the first night. That's different because we know each other. You know my character. I know your character. We've been around each other. We know each other. We pay attention. That's different.
That's different.
I'm talking about a total stranger, and y'all meet up with each other, and y'all talk on the phone a couple times, and y'all go on a first date, and he smashed. That's what I'm saying.
No, and I the reason why I was disagreeing with you is because I'm a woman, and I'm obviously looking at things different from you because I'm looking for a good man. You're looking at things that make you a good woman. So me as a woman, no, I don't care about what you think about me. I care about your character as a man. So I do not have enough information to make that judgment. And like, my body is too sacred for me to, and I'm not saying like, do not get me wrong. I have not always been this way. I've been that woman who's given it up too soon, if I'm honest with you. But I've grown, I've matured, I've learned my worth and my value as a
Right.
woman. So, me now, no, I don't know enough about you yet. I need to know more about you. I need to make sure you're not going to turn into a psychopath and be like calling my phone every day, or
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Or like a dirtbag. Because what if we do have sex, and what if I use protection? What if we do, and I plan on to until I'm married, but what if the condom do break? And what if I do get pregnant? Like, I need to make sure that you're the type of man, if I decide to keep this child, you're the type of man who shout out pro-choice, you're the type of man who are going to be there by my side, and you going to help me with this, whether we choose to be together or not. I'm saying on those circumstances, like if it ever gets to those circumstances.
There's another side of this. You said, are you going to stand by my side and help me with this?
Yeah.
If you have sex, if you wait to have sex with a man and you end up pregnant the first time y'all start having sex, right? Is a higher propensity of him actually still wanting to be with you after you get pregnant if you wait. But if y'all have sex on the first date and you end up pregnant, no, he's going to hate himself and he's going to hate you for his mistake, because he don't know you either. So
yeah, exactly.
Now it's going to be, I got to pay child support for this broad that I got pregnant. Instead of like, okay, I like you and we don't got pregnant. I'm okay with it. You know, it wasn't intentional, but I like you and let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? But I got an opportunity as a man.
The reason why.
So as a man, I've gotten the opportunity to start liking you, and now you're pregnant. Versus I just got some broad pregnant and I don't even know her ass. So that's the other thing as far as a man. If I have a sex with a woman with on a one night stand, there's nowhere in hell that's my baby.
Right.
And I'm like, if you don't get out of here, you know what I'm saying? Wait till the blood test comes until you call me, but get off my phone talking all this mess. You think you're finna set me up, No, I ain't stupid. But if I've gotten to know you and we've got, you know what I'm saying, and you're a real dope woman and we having sex, and if you end up being pregnant, I'm still going to want to know if this is my baby, because you could be trying to set me up still, but I'm still open to continuing the relationship with you.
And you have every right to feel that way.
Because if you're pregnant, now I can take the condom off. We can just keep going. Because you're pregnant. Like, let's go. You know, you 3 months pregnant. We got from 3 months to month number 7 to have unprotected sex. And I could do it all, everything. And this is going to be dope. The baby's here. So whatever, let's go. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it will put me in a position where I would want to keep going. Huh?
That's exactly why, ladies, you hear what he just said. That's exactly why I choose to wait until, one, I know you, and two, men, like I keep saying, men think differently before and after they have sex. Before they have sex, they are going to do whatever, say whatever, buy whatever to get it. But after they get it, if they got it too soon, they are gonna change. But if we wait and I find out what type of man you are, and it's consistent, and you are consistently that man,
a woman you are too.
That happens in the meantime too. No, it's what is that called? It's a byproduct. Like, it happens at the same time. You know what I'm saying? When one happens, the other happens simultaneously. That's why I choose to wait as a woman. And I think that the argument is like, oh, men should be better, women should be better, men should stop leaving women and stop thinking that way. Ladies, we cannot change the way men think. You can only control what you can do. So control yourself. Worry about yourself. Be on your own page. That's what we were going to talk about later on. We have to learn to hold ourselves accountable and be responsible for our own hearts. You can only be responsible for you. I cannot make this man see me or see a point, any point of view. I can only control myself, and in controlling myself, I can find out what type of man he is and whether I want to deal with him, move forward or not. But I'm not
Right.
trying to change no man. I'm not out here trying to change men. Men will change, I feel, once we change our standards. Because, like I said, men will do anything to get the coochie, like,
Right.
period. So if we hold ourselves to a higher standard, men ain't gonna have no choice but to match that standard because they want coochie, like, period, point blank. That's what they
Yeah.
want. Like, and if you have a daddy or a brother or an uncle, ask him because it's
Yes.
the truth. My dad has always told me, my brothers have always told me, men will do that. My brothers have even told me, like, you pay the cost to be the boss. Like, you gonna pay that cost for that woman. Like, so I know when you hold yourself to a certain standard, men gonna meet you there. And guess what? If they don't meet you there, it's not your job to try to change them. It's your
That's
job
a
to say,
fact.
deuces. Like, you ain't
Yep.
meeting me at my level and I gotta go. And it's the same with men.
Mhm.
Men should feel the same way about themselves. Like, if this woman ain't treating me, because yes, there are those ignorant women who yell and scream, slash your tires and stuff like that. Hold yourself to a different standard, man.
Yep.
Stop entertaining them. Stop saying I like the crazy broads, blah 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 blah. Like,
Right.
that toxicity. That's
Yeah.
stupid. I don't got
Mhm.
time for that. Don't destroy my property because I work hard for this. We ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody needs to be worried about themselves.
Yeah. I totally agree. Well, this was a good conversation. It was needed because me and Ace, for those who don't know, me and Ace be fussing all the time.
I
Ace
see.
will post something. I'll be like, bro, what in the world? We've been in the comments arguing. We've been in DM arguing. We be on the phone arguing.
But I don't argue with you. Like, people was like, oh, some of MrLetGo's his guests, like, I'm happy he set it up for himself. I felt where Ace was coming from when he was like, you know what, I ain't gonna argue with you because I've been feeling the same way about you. I'm like,
And then
I
he
ain't about
started
to argue
arguing with me,
him.
though.
I'll just be sitting there like, because sometimes you can't help it. It's a human urge, but like, no.
He
I
was
learned my lesson.
yelling.
just
I
be
was like,
sitting
look
there
at Ace yelling. Ace was
I'm like, this I'm like, this is your show, sir. Say whatever you want to say. These your followers. So I'm gonna let you do you. And you know what I'm saying? But like, you don't have to agree with somebody. Like, that's everybody's problem. Everybody gotta be right.
Right.
My ego in check, babe. Like, I'ma just sit there and let you say whatever you gotta say. And like, now what I was saying was
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Or like, I disagree respectfully, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna argue with you. Like, no.
But
So
somebody
yeah, that's
said,
all I have to say.
first of all, me and Ace are not an old married couple. Stop it, October 3074. Like, stop. But shout out to Ace because the shows are going to continue to go. For those who don't know, Ace has an app called Tonight's Conversation. And we're filming again. And of course, I'm gonna have y'all in my stories or whatever. I'm gonna document it or whatever. But we're filming again in mid-April, I think. So a bunch of us are gonna go back out there and do more shows. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that. So make sure you get the Tonight's Conversation app, because sometimes you get an app, right? And a show stops being good, you know what I'm saying? And then you start looking at the show like, damn, why I download this app? And you still paying, or you download the freaking app, and it's just like, you ain't even doing nothing with it. Well, we are doing more shows. So we're about to do more. So we're about to do more shows in April. So more shows are coming. So make sure to download the Tonight's Conversation app. What's up, brother? You there?
You
You there?
breaking up.
Oh, hold on. I bring him back down. You there?
Yo.
Hold on. So hold on. Let me remove him. All right, cool. Maybe he's still working on this stuff. But what you was about to say?
Shout out, somebody called me a light-skinned demon in the comments. Yo,
Wait, what is a light-skinned demon? What in the world?
I have no idea.
She's a yellow demon.
I'm practical. I think of things in a practical way. You know what I'm saying? I use facts. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at things. I think men are men, and like y'all are always looking for sex, and that it is what it is, ladies. We can't do nothing to change it. Like, I mean, we can beg and scream and ask for them to change, but am I gonna waste my energy doing that, or am I just gonna change my standards and just be like, and it ain't nothing, it's not like a game. It's not like a cat and mouse thing to me. I'm not trying to make you chase me more. My whole thing is I'm trying to protect myself, and I'm trying to make sure I don't have a baby by no raggedy.
Right.
But before I even have a baby, because I'm waiting for marriage to have a baby.
Thank you for
not
saying
because
that.
MrLetGo be screaming at single, not
Yeah.
because he be screaming at single mothers. That's a decision I made before I started following him and having these conversations with him. And that's just because I don't want to be I've seen my sisters and my cousins and all the women in my family be single mothers, and they are the type of women who they're like, this is ghetto, 0 out of. They're not defending single motherhood. They're like, this is ghetto, 0 out of 10. Do not recommend like being a single mom. No.
Right.
My mom's married. My oldest sister is married. She has a great husband. She had a kid before that, and her baby daddy passed away. And then she got married to my brother-in-law. They've been together for 20 years. So I have great examples of both of my brothers have been married. I have great example of I can see, like, we got to start opening our eyes, ladies. Like, you can see the difference from a woman having a man versus not having a man in their life. It has nothing to do with like men. Like, if we make everything about like what a man want and what we think, like it evades kind of logic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
So
logical when you look at it.
hold on. You there, brother, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
What's your thoughts on everything?
What's good? I like the young lady on the panel so far, but I do have a disagreement or three, you know.
Okay.
All right.
No, but it's all good. You were talking about men and women like being the same, and I think we keep running into the same crossroads because we think that we are the same. We look at it from a egalitarian type standpoint.
Wait, what the hell is egalitarian? What a who standpoint? What is that?
Egalitarian.
What is
So that's
egalitarian?
like whatever. So basically,
Female warriors or something.
Whatever a man can do, a woman can do. So if you have that same mindset, like if a man can do it, a woman can do it, and then there's the same consequences. And so, like, when men or women, so when women say, "Oh, we want sex just as much as men," no, you don't, because you guys have phases. You go through an ovulation where, like you said, your body is screaming, "Oh,
Right.
I want to have it. I want to have it." But then there's also a time where your body think that maybe that happens, and then you go into this, "Oh, I just want to cuddle" stage. I don't want to have sex. Men, so y'all have stages in doing that. I know that my girl gonna be hot and ready after that period. You know what I'm saying? After that period
It's
of time.
before, babe.
I mean, no,
It's
I'm sorry.
before.
I'm sorry.
I got you. No, it wasn't an attack.
Yeah. No, I know I wasn't feeling attacked. I just didn't, it's good. So if there's a certain time, but for men always have that. Men gonna go through that wherever. And men, and not only that, men have a higher level of testosterone. So the way we look at sex is different than women because
Right.
we're going out to procreate. For a woman, she can have like what, one baby a year, maybe two, stretching it, one a year. Men can have several kids, and so sperm is cheap. So sperm is cheap, where the egg is expensive. So that's
whoa.
I disagree with
Sperm
that.
is the third most valuable substance on the entire face of the earth. Next to
Where did you
water
get
and
that fact
air.
from?
Hold on. In the context,
Name something more valuable than sperm, because we can't reproduce without sperm.
No,
air, water are the only two substances on this entire planet that is more valuable than sperm. Name another one.
All that is true. What I'm saying is, when it comes to if you're comparing the egg versus the sperm is more. I mean, the egg is more valuable
Maybe
than
blood.
Excuse me.
Air, water, blood, then sperm. But go ahead.
No, okay, and all those things, that's true. But I'm just talking about when it comes to sperm and egg. Egg is more valuable than sperm because men can shoot off lots of sperm. Women have like one time they can get pregnant, so that's valuable. So what we got to do is, so you got to protect that. That's all I'm saying. Like, and so you can't be
women
out
ain't
having
protecting
sex
their
like
eggs at all.
What's that?
Women aren't protecting their eggs at all because they're nasty.
They aren't, because they feel like they want to be like men and have sex just like men. And so it goes back to what you were saying. If a man were to see a woman willing to have sex on the first date, that's a signal to him that she may be promiscuous, right?
That's all I'm saying.
And that's how he looks at it. Now, is that always true? No, of course it's not always true. We're just going to talk about the majority of the time. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
where was the disagreement? You say you disagree with something that I said. Was that?
Yeah, you haven't disagreed with anything.
The disagreement was you said men and women have the same sex drive, and they don't.
No, I didn't. I said men.
I already shot that down.
And I didn't say that. I said men always want to have sex. That's the thing on their mind. I just said women do have a sex drive, and it gets heightened at ovulation. I was saying that it's not a such thing as women don't have like a natural urge to have sex. We do, and it happens during ovulation. Like your body. So like how men think all the time during ovulation. What I was saying is that's how women think. Women, it's a switch that switches on, like, and your body's like do it.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me say this. And because somebody said, well, you actually said it. Sperm is, you didn't say it like this, but you're saying that sperm is wasted more than eggs are because there's so many of it. Air is more important than anything. It's wasted. We're not breathing all of the air. Air is everywhere, right? Just like you waste sperm, that doesn't take the importance away. Water isn't wasted. Water is everywhere, but it's still the second most important thing on the planet. Blood is wasted. It's, I'm not assessing all over the place. You're not going to die. So all four of the most important substances on the planet is actually one everywhere and gets wasted, and we can make more of.
No, of course.
But like it getting wasted and the production of it is a different thing. Like air, it's a natural occurring thing. I get what
air and sperm is the same thing. Trees make more air when we breathe it, just like our balls make more sperm when we make it. The same thing. It's still the most important substance on the planet.
No, all that is true. What I'm saying is this, though. All I'm saying is when it comes to sperm and egg, that's it. Not air, not fire, not nothing else. When it comes to sperm and egg is more valuable than sperm.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
I agree with him.
It's not.
You got like this machismo man thing, like the Hispanic men be having.
No, I'm just saying a woman's egg is not as important as a man's sperm. I'm just sorry. Like we can actually.
Why you feel that way?
Okay, so why is there more sperm donor than egg fertilities?
Because more women are looking to have babies versus men looking to have babies.
Since when? That's
Men
a
are
new
running
thing.
around like, oh,
That's
I
a new
can't
thing.
make babies, so I want to go to a place.
No, because sperm is easy to come by. That's why you don't see women going out there and just, oh, I'm gonna donate my egg. There's a
Like
lot
I
of men
just
donating
said,
sperm.
just because it's more abundant doesn't make it less valuable.
Okay, I'm not saying that it's
Like
not
I just said,
valuable.
air is
I'm not
more
saying it's not
abundant than
valuable,
water,
bro.
but it's still more important than water.
No, I'm not
I
saying
can
it's
go
more
without water
valuable.
for 3 days. I can't go without air for 30 minutes. And
That's
air
true.
is the most abundant resource on the entire planet.
That's
So
true.
the abundance of it does not make it less important. But let's
That's
move
true.
on, please. Let's move on. What was your
Yeah, I think the argument is
Yeah.
No, that's
Because
true. No, I didn't
we
say
get
it
annoyed.
wasn't. I'm not saying it's not a value. It's not valuable.
Yeah.
But okay,
So what
okay.
was your
But also, like
Right.
I was saying, it does virtue signal that if you want to have sex as much as men, you're just as promiscuous as a man. Now, that doesn't mean that a woman, if you, I had sex with a woman, was with her for 13 years. It's all about how that person
you
is.
marry her?
No, I didn't marry her.
Why was you with a woman for 13 years and marry her?
Because she was the modern woman before it became popular, and she was in her bag and didn't want to have kids. She changed her mind in the middle of the relationship.
So why did you stay with her?
I didn't.
You
He said
said
that's
the
why he
middle.
broke up with her.
I didn't mean literally in the middle, like 50%. I'm saying like years down the road, once she got to a certain point, it was more important that her career and her job.
Why did you make babies with her?
Why what?
Why did you make babies with her?
I did not.
She didn't want to have kids. That's why
we didn't have
Oh,
kids.
you said she did not want to have kids?
Yeah, she
He
did
was
not.
saying she was the modern woman. She did
Oh.
not want to have kids, so he didn't marry her or continue the relationship.
So what happened was she had a kid when we started.
Oh no, I have no problems. If you didn't make kids, I don't care what you do. I'm just all about the kids. So if you did not make any kids with a woman, I have no beef.
Right.
I'm all about the kids. I'm just sick of men and women making babies without being married. So if you ain't had no kids,
I want to hear what he say though.
Go ahead.
What you say? I want you to finish your statement. It was good and good.
Oh no, I was saying that. Oh no, when we met, she had a child, very young child. We were raising the child and everything, and we were going to have a family, but got more independent. Didn't want to have kids. Raised the kid that she had. She didn't want to have kids, so after 13 years, we ended the relationship.
Why you stay with her for 13 damn years though? What in the
You want to
world?
know why?
Yeah.
Because just like they tell you as a man that you shouldn't run from a situation and you try to make it work and you do all you can. And then, that was a valuable experience in learning that for me as a man, because I understand you do got to cut bait sometimes. And
13 years? Good Lord.
Yeah, because I was going to marry her. I mean, like I saw
you're gonna marry her.
But that goes to the whole soul myth, mate. I mean, the soul, that's my soulmate. When men get to thinking, oh, this is the one for me, there's no better than that.
But women think the same. What was the point? What was it? You had initially you had a point. I wanted you to get back to the point because I don't know.
I got derailed because we were talking about, because he thought I was talking about.
But what's your point though?
No, I was just saying, just because a woman have sex with you the first night, that does not mean that she's a free woman. It just means that she was vibing with you.
I mean, that can be a thing. That could be a thing too. I don't necessarily disagree with that. But I think that's where we make the most mistakes. So you can't have them both. You can't be like, oh, I was vibing with him. I got pregnant, but now he ain't shit. Like, no, he probably wasn't shit. You didn't take your time. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
He probably was not the one. You didn't take your time, and you ended up like getting duped is what I would call it. But like in your situation, that could have been a workoutable. Like y'all could have worked out or like figured it out or something. I don't know the specifics, but like 13 years in a way you sound how you sound and how you saying like she was a great woman and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but now she wants to get back together, but I'm like, it's too late.
Hell no. 13 damn years.
Yeah.
no.
But you said something when you first started saying this. You said something, and I have
Everybody hit the like button, y'all. Everybody hit the like button.
Do you remember remotely what it
when
was?
you initially started the conversation, started talking about this, you said that that something about what we were talking about men and women and like the similarities, or it's the same thing or something like that.
We was talking about like men and women thinking that they're the same or how they approach things.
Yeah, like about women. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, because I think men and women, their mating strategies are different. So like the way men, what happened is men, they're going out to look for women. So when women think that men are okay, they're sex driven and all they want is sex, that's not all they want is sex. That's just primary. You know what I'm saying?
It's like
Right. I agree
100%. It's a what is it? Rite of passage. We gotta have sex with a woman, not too early, but we gotta have sex with you for us to actually move on with you.
Right.
It's not just about I want to have sex. But no, just a certain amount, it's certain rite of passage where if we're not having sex, we ain't together. We're friends.
But the truth
friends.
needs to be, that's facts. But the truth, a lot of women get confused because we are emotional. That's
we are
facts.
more emotional than y'all.
Yes, but this is the difference. I'm gonna break it down. Men have more emotional intelligence. They can control emotions better than women. We are not. We can, because I believe I'm an emotionally intelligent woman. However, we don't initially start off emotionally intelligent. We are free with emotions. That's why a lot of women will be in situations where they're like, but I love him, but I'm paying for everything. He's Johnny Dirtbag, but I love him. And I'm like, Tina Turner, what love got to do with it? Because love is an emotion. Like, no, seriously, love is an emotion. Control it. No, yes, I do love this person, but it's just like, I'm angry, but am I going to go and punch someone like because I'm angry? No, I'm an emotionally mature adult. I'm not going to punch this person. I'm going to sit back, think about it, take my time, and like come to like a mutual consensus. Women, ladies, love is an emotion. Control it. If you are with Johnny Dirtbag might not change. Why chance it? Why waste your time? We have it. Don't do it. Just move on with your life.
So hold on, y'all. Folks are asking questions in the chat. If you want to ask a question you want us to address, make sure to put it in the super chat so we'll see it. Because I'm peering over and I'm seeing a chat question all the way up at the top, so it's moving. So if you have a question you want me to, or us, or anybody up here to answer, make sure to put in the super chat. Go ahead.
So, bro, do you think love is an emotion?
Love.
I believe love is an action. Love is not a feeling.
It can be actionable too.
Hold on. Love is a construct of safety. Emotion is oxytocin. So love is not an emotion. Love is a construct of safety. And the way you feel safe is by being around somebody with a certain level of intimacy, whether man or women, because men are intimate with men way more often than women are intimate with women or men. Men fist bump each other, bro hug each other. We slap each other across the head. We push each other over when we walk past them. We punch each other. In the football, we slap each other on the butts. So we're always touching each other. We're always hugging each other. Women barely ever hug anybody, let alone other women. So men have a way higher heightened sense of intimacy than women do. And that is the reason why women are always like, but I love him, because they're so intimacy stricken, because they don't get intimacy from anybody, where the second a man touches her, she's like, oh, ooh, he's the one. No, you're just,
I agree.
You just have so much of an intimacy deficit. Your mom never hugged you. You know what I'm saying? So women are running around with intimacy deficits where they think sex is love, but that's the reason why women shouldn't be making decisions for themselves, because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
I think that women need to control this decisions for themselves. I think that you can and I mean, if you take the time, because more than just like the intimacy deficit is also like a trauma thing. A lot of women have been traumatized and have not dealt with that trauma.
Well, that's
So
the intimacy deficit. When you don't have something, like if you starve and you're about to die and somebody give you some food, well, not having food for that certain amount of time is traumatizing, right?
Right.
So
it's like that metaphor in that book that we were talking about, the Don Miguel Ruiz book, the love book.
Yeah.
He makes the metaphor about like if you have your house and you have a kitchen full of food, and food is love, and somebody knocks on your door and say, hey, I'll give you this pizza if you do everything I say, you're gonna be like, why would I do everything you say? I got a kitchen full of food. Like, I don't need your pizza meaning love, meaning food. However, if your kitchen is empty, it's completely empty, you ain't got no food, and somebody comes and says, hey, I have this pizza, do everything that I say, and I'll give you this pizza, you're going to be more inclined to do whatever that person says, because you are empty.
Yeah, that's not love. That's control.
No. You got to understand, women don't know what love actually is.
They
don't know. That. They weren't taught by that because they don't have daddies. They just have moms. Most Black women. So they don't know what love is. They learn love through social media and just dumb shit they see on, on commercials and stuff. Men know. Hold on. Men know what love is because our moms loved us. Their moms did not love them, because most women don't love their children. They just take care of their, no, I'm sorry. Most women don't love their daughters. They just raise their daughters. Okay. Women raise their daughters and love their sons. Men raise their sons and love their daughters. Yes. So when you got a woman growing up under a single mother, she does not grow up being loved. So she goes out in the world not knowing what love looks like or feels like. So the second somebody gives her attention, she thinks it's love. Since somebody have sex with her, she thinks it's love, because she doesn't know what the hell love is. That's why women are lost, and that's why it's important for them to find a man, find a husband, get up under some type of male coach or some therapy, so they can find themselves in a position to be covered, because most Black women have no clue what love looks like or what it feels like, because they never in their entire lives experienced love. We men,
and I would have to agree.
Hold on. Most men experience love, one, from our parents. And then when we leave our parents, we experience love from our homeboys, because love is about safety. It's in a Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like we talked about earlier. Love and belonging. Okay, love and belonging. Women don't belong to anything. Name one time you know about, other than a sorority, women don't belong to nothing. Men, we belong to the basketball team, football team, to the gang members. I can, a hood. I'm from Third Ward. I'm from Zone 3. That's belonging. Women don't be like, I'm from Zone 3. That's what women say. I mean, that's what men say. So we have an experience of being loved. Like when we go to the club and you got your two homeboys with you and a fight breaks out and we back to back fighting people, right? That's love, because my homeboys are helping me stay alive. A woman can't help me stay alive when I'm a young guy. Maybe when I'm grown, she could tell me to go to the doctor, maybe eat right or whatever. But when I'm a young guy, my homeboys are keeping me alive, So we live through love. We experience love 1,000,000 times more than women do. but women barely ever experience love. Then they get with a dude, they want to marry him, you know, want to be together, and the only thing she can see that can actually make her feel loved is by having a freaking baby. That's why so many women just have babies and they're single mothers simply because they were never loved in their lives at all. And they're like, hey, you know what? I know who can love me, a baby. And then they turn around and be a single mother looking dumb. But I understand why they do it, because they have this, like I said, love and intimacy. They have this love and intimacy deficit.
Another way, ladies, I'm sorry, real quick. Another way, ladies, to get the love that you should be and get this feeling that he's talking about, because I would have to agree. It's a hard pill to swallow, but like it say in the Bible, sometimes you need the hard pill from a friend. Like, you know, it's born from adversity, like learning. So like my boxing coach and like working out in a gym full of men, because I feel like I attracted that because I was already hip and I already have a pattern of being around men who protect me and love me because of how I was raised, you know. But like start forming habits of getting around men like that, ladies, and like have enough discipline where it's not necessarily a sexual thing, but start forming relationships with men, even though it may start off like he want to have sex with you because men are sexually driven. If you keep telling him no, I just want to be your friend, he might put it off later on, like maybe one day it'll happen, but he will eventually start looking at you like all right, cool, this the homegirl. It'll slowly like dissipate from my experience. I don't care what men want from me. All I know is that what I'm gonna do. So I've had male friends, like, and one of them being my boxing coach, and I've had to learn to take direction from him. I had to learn to trust him, and I have to learn to listen to him. And that taught me a great deal about like being around a man and like dealing with a man and like how to let a man lead me. He's taught me a lot, like as far as boxing and just relational patterns with men and women. Like I learned how to be submissive or like take direction from a man because I'm not gonna say I did not have it, but my skills of being feeling safe enough to let a man take control and lead me, they weren't as like high as they would have been had I not been working with him, like training with him, you know.
Let me say this. So what she's saying, ladies, is two different things. One, she actually went and started boxing and got a boxing coach, and he was coaching her and she was being coached, right? So there was a certain amount of reciprocation going on, right?
Right.
Which made her valuable to him and which made him valuable to her, and there was no need to want to have sex. It's important for you ladies to know what you bring to any situation, because if all you got is your little fat ass, that's all the guy's gonna want. But if you are on social media, or if you're good at this, or you're good at taxes, or you're just really funny or fun to be around, that will cause the man to say, you know what, I want to sleep with her, but if I don't, I'm okay because she's so dope. But a lot of you aren't dope at all. Y'all just are fine or easy, and men just want to have sex with you because you haven't like focused on what makes you fun to be around instead of somebody just wanting to have sex. You know, go sit down with your sister, go sit down with your aunt, go sit down with your mom and say, what is annoying about me? And you'll be shocked by the things that they tell you. What makes me fun to be around? You'll be shocked by what they tell you. Because at the end of the day, some of them going to say you hell of annoying, and I don't see anybody want to be around you. I'm just around you because you my sister. And you need to take that instead of being offended. You need to take that and be like, damn, okay, that's why guys only want to have sex with me.
Right.
Because I have female friends left and right. But at the end of the day, I'm not running around trying to have sex with them. Why? Because they bring so many other things to the table where I don't need to have sex with them. I can have sex with somebody else. Like, I don't need to have sex with her. She has so much value. The last thing I want to do is have sex with her because that value may turn around and fall apart. You know, sometimes,
Exactly. Yeah.
sometimes you turn around and have a friend and then y'all have sex and it ain't the same way. So it's certain women that I don't want to have sex with because I wouldn't want them to change due to the value that they are bringing to the table in my life.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. But look.
Yeah.
It looked like you had something to say.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh no, I was just gonna just kind of like just echo and add on a little bit, because everything you guys saying, I'm feeling that, and I agree. Because a lot of times women don't get to see a man love on a woman outside of the woman or the little girl herself. So that way, you know, there doesn't have to be an intimacy attachment to them particularly. But if they saw the mother getting loved on by the dad, then they know what it looks like. And then that way, when they go, they don't have to go out and find the boxing coaches. Not to say that's a bad thing. That's a great
Right.
thing.
No, I feel you.
Because the more men that you have like that, that don't want your agency, your primary agency to them from you, then you will get a more authentic love that you are finding, and it's authentic. And I guess I'm also about I'm all about solutions, and so for the solution is for this, like, men, I mean, sex is pretty easy to get from a woman if you don't approach it from the aspect that I'm trying to get sex. They already know that. Trust me, they already know it, to the point that they might even overthink that. But if we can go into it trying to find what the other things are that make them dope, then she'll give you the sex, because you're not trying to just get sex from her. She's seeing her value in you, because what she's looking for is safety, parental investment if she has kids already, security. She's not looking for sex like that. Not to say she doesn't want sex, but that's not her highest priority. So if we don't come at it so hard like that, and then try to get to know the woman, and if it happened to vibe right and y'all have sex on the first couple nights or whatever, or first, occasions, then that, so be it. That's an adult choice.
Because he'll see other value in you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But if you have sex with a man early and he hasn't seen value in you, you just somebody to have sex with. And that's the reason. That's what I was trying to tell Ace. Like, if a man doesn't know a woman, he doesn't see a reason why he should value her more than just having sex with her. It don't make no sense.
But I think the problem is coming from like that's the rule. Ace is the exception, and he's saying, look at me, I'm the exception to that rule. I will not think that way. Like, and I think he's the one. I don't think that he's any less of a man because he don't look at women in that way, and he'll still give you a chance. But most men, ladies, and that's why I was saying we cannot change them, will not look at us that way.
Right.
So it's up to you to portray the type of woman you want to be portrayed as, and to also take the time to find these great men. That's why I don't agree with is no more great men, because I feel like there's plenty of great men. We're not giving it enough time. I be seeing those memes that say like, "Oh, forget the talking stage. I want to. Can you move in next week?" Like, no, that's why y'all are going through this craziness. Like, you have to give it time. You have to be able to weed out the crack, like the crazy people from the great man. Like, if it was that easy to find a great man, a great woman, then everybody would be in a relationship. It's not easy. It's gonna take trial and error. But like, if you always have sex with somebody on the first date, you're not giving it the chance to do the trial and error. You're not even getting that far, because you're emotionally attaching yourself to every man you have sex with. Because when we have sex, ladies, stop saying that it's not true because it's facts. We have a certain level of attachment to men after we have sex. We are not men. We do not have sex, and that's it. That's that. And if you do, then like that's another conversation we have to have because it may be something in your past that's not allowing you to have that feminine connection. That's not a bad thing. The
And
fact
let me
that we have sex and want to emotionally bond, it's not a bad thing, ladies. It's
and
it's
let me say
what
this.
makes us women.
Somebody in the comments said, I'm looking to vibrate at a higher level so I can find my equal. Ladies, you are not equal to a man. Okay. So if you're looking to find your equal, the man is going to be a loser because that is the person that you're equal to. Okay. The only man that you are equal to as a woman is a loser. All right. You are not equal to a man. The only man you're equal to is a homeless man, a man that is on drugs, okay? A man that doesn't have any legs or something, okay? But
What do y'all
overall,
want? Do y'all
So he's
want us?
basically saying a man of low value.
no way, a man doesn't have legs is not a man of low value, but at the same time, he has to be lacking something
Right,
for him to be your equal, okay? And
right.
I'm not saying anything bad about somebody in wheelchairs or whatever, but
Yeah, for sure.
overall, you have to be extremely without something as a man for you to actually be stooped down in some type of way to be equal to a woman. So looking for your equal. What's up, Astrid? I ain't seen you in a while. So for you to be equal to a man, the man is going to have some real health issues, mental issues, or emotional issues
Right.
because you as a woman are not equal to a man. So I just needed y'all to.
We as women don't even respect men like
I
if we
was
keep it 100 that
I was
we
just
equal
about to say
to
it.
I'm
like
just sick of
in
women
the
running around talking about I want to meet my equal. You're going to meet
I mean,
somebody
like,
that wants
because
to
it
come in and live in
sounds
your
good.
house.
It does sound good. But, like, when I think about it and I'm honest with myself, which a lot of people are not, like, I would not respect a man who I'm equal to. And not, like, as far as, like, him being a human being, but him being my man.
Right.
Like, it's looking real friend zone-ish to me. You
Right.
know, like,
She wants a man she could look up to and respect.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
like
if
teach
this
me something.
woman
And it
doesn't,
doesn't have to be financially.
No.
Like, it does not have to
no,
be
a
financially.
man is a man and a woman is a woman. It has nothing to do with none of that stuff. It's a
Right.
man and a woman. So if you want, because she's still in the comments talking mess, it's whatever. You just go be with your equal, but your equal is going to be a loser.
But
Okay,
bro,
so it is what it is.
bro, I think the thing about it is sometimes with women, they like to like communicate,
No, they want to be men.
they want to communicate like in subliminal. So like when they saying, "Oh, I want my equal," I don't think maybe she's meaning like literally like how men would take it. So when I'm hearing it now, I'm hearing her saying, "I want someone to think like me."
Yes,
Men and women are different. So
right.
men process logic first, then emotion.
Yes.
Women
Yes.
process emotion first, then logic. So if she finds
Logic
her,
don't come. It's just emotion, then emotion, and then emotion, then emotion, and then whining, and then complaining,
and
and
so when
then
she said,
victimizing,
You
and
be
then
coming for women.
and so
Oh.
when she say, she wants an equal, she wants someone to process emotion
a
like she
woman,
does,
right?
and
If you
then see
go
eye
after
to
your
eye.
equal, that means you're gonna go look for. You're gonna
And
find
that,
a lesbian lover. You know what I'm saying?
and that's why
But
you saying
but
some got to
ladies,
be
we
wrong with him.
need.
Some got to be
But
wrong
remember,
with them
I told
emotionally, right?
you the other day, Aaron, I was like, I can't, like, I need my man, like, to process logic. That's a man. Because,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm emotional. So, like, for example, finances. I'm not talking about the amount of money. I'm just talking about finance in general. We both have paychecks coming in, right? I need my man to control that because me, I know myself. I
You
Yeah.
think
smart.
like I'm gonna be like, these shoes gonna make me feel real good, and he gonna be like, no babe, we have to save. We got a 401k, we got an IRA, we got kids college fund. And I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, you're right, like control that. Like men, they have a different way and that's okay. Like it's not a bad thing. It's just
I just
what
want
makes
men
us.
to be respected as men, and for women to stop thinking that they can be like a man, have what a man has, or be equal to a man. You know, and I understand she says equivalent in mindset. I get it. I understand it. But I just wanted to say that to any woman who thinks a woman is equal to a man, you know, even if, but I'm just saying, it's just important to know that, ladies, because I know your mom lied to you and told you that women and men are the same and they're equal. I understand. But just think about the fact that that's why your mom's life was trash. And, you know, she's trying to justify why her life was trash, you know?
I just feel like I don't think it's even like what we think. I think it's the lack of conversation around these terms. It's a very uncomfortable way to think about it. And it's very uncomfortable even for me. But when I think about it in the way that y'all are putting it, like and again, ladies, that's why we need to be around men, because when you talk to men and you are able to have a conversation with men, you gain a certain level of understanding. It's like it's like you learn how to talk a little bit better. Like they just think about things differently than we do, and that's okay. So it's like this: if we laying in bed, like, and you hear a noise, you're not about to hop up first. And if you
Mhm.
do, like,
That's
that's
what I'm
crazy.
saying.
I'm
Yep.
gonna be like, babe,
Yep.
go look. It was a noise.
Right.
Like, and he
Right.
be like, no, you go look. Then
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
when we gotta
exactly.
call.
Imagine if he processed emotion like you did and he got scared and looked at you, it'll be like, babe, what we gonna do? You're gonna be like, what we gonna do? Like, you're gonna look at him crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna look at him crazy.
I'm
But the
sorry.
one thing that I take my hat off to you is that although most women they process emotion first and get to logic, but like bruh said, they stay on emotion. You actually filtered your emotion to get to the logical point to know that you need to be around men. You need to like postpone some of your judgment, listen without defending, speak without
Right.
offending, and then you're able to get that information. But we have a whole society that's not allowing that. Matter of fact, when men try to share those things, they're being labeled toxic
Wait,
masculine.
hold on. I don't transcribe to worrying about what other folks are doing. It's important for us as a community to leave those goofy ass people behind. Okay, so those people can kiss our asses. We got to focus on what we got to focus on. We got to look forward instead of look behind us. So the women who don't want to subscribe to this, who want to be masculine, who want to be independent, they're just going to be left behind. And talking about them ain't going to help. Like, lead them behind. Forget them folks.
Okay, I feel it.
You know what I'm saying?
I think what we
I
can
talk about
do,
it because I'm a coach and I coach women, and I be, you know what I'm saying? But overall, just as a matter of factly, we can't just be sitting around talking about crappy men and crappy women and women on it and men are this and that. You know what I'm saying? I say the same thing to women. Like, forget them. Like, they be in the chat. What about men who don't take care of their kids? Like, leave them men behind. Why are you worrying about them men? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We gotta leave these cornballs and crappy people behind, you know?
It takes, and you know what it took. It really, honest to God, takes being around men, ladies, and controlling the sexual urge, because like obviously like chemistry happens when you're around men. You want to, like, you know what I'm saying? And being around men and like listening to men. I listen to men, like I do, and not like listen like yes daddy, but like listen as in I hear you, I feel where you coming from, because just as we have concerns as women, men have concerns as men, and like
Right.
we want different things. Like men want respect, and part of respect is being able to hear them. Like if your man tells you something and you brush over that, like then like you're not listening. Like a part of listening is stopping and like hearing them out. And like if you talk to men, ladies, you will begin to get the ear of what they're saying, and like understand them. Like it's not just craziness, it makes
Yeah.
sense. You know
And
what
it's
Yeah.
I'm
not
saying? It makes
complicated either.
sense.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
look, y'all,
we complicate things, but
I'm
it's
gonna
true.
go because I'm getting hungry. So I want to play this commercial real quick because I'm always gonna push my guy's brand. So this is an app by Ace Metaphor, and I need all of y'all to go download it. So if you want to see the rest of this particular show that I'm about to play, you got to download the Tonight's Conversation app. Watch this.
Would you automatically disqualify someone you had sex with on the first date from being wife or husbandable to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. But you had, but y'all, okay.
I
So
disqualified her.
And did you?
I just jumped up in the bed and ran out the door. And that was it. I was disqualified.
He said, "You."
What did she do?
So she failed.
Let me hear it. What did she do?
You mother. Let me in this first
Give me
date.
some.
Suck my.
Let
Me lay naked in your
tell me
bed.
how she did.
Like,
Well, let me
How
say this.
dare you?
Let me say this.
It was nice though.
And I'm sure women do this.
Thank you very much for this, ma'am. You whore.
What?
you fucking animal.
let me say this. And y'all let me know if y'all do this too. Okay. But a man is going to test a woman's boundaries to see if
What she's into. Yeah.
her boundaries are able to be tested.
For sure.
Because sometimes women be like, well, I don't usually do this, and be lying, right?
For sure.
So we kind of like want to be like, all right, let me see if she lying or whatever. And next thing you know,
So why,
I just want to say, all y'all be lying, ladies.
she lying, and
a
then you
shit
like,
test.
man, whatever.
so why don't you? Well, if that's the case, why don't you just put your almost in and be like, gotcha. why do you go all the way through it? See, if you really trying to test me, hold on, he said, we just trying to test your boundaries.
He said, man, your boundaries are terrible.
That part.
You was lying. You've done this before.
That part took me out. We're just trying to take care about it. You keep saying we lying. I'ma make you take me on a date so you can see.
Oh no.
Ain't nobody lying.
So
No,
hold on a second. So look, this is the app, y'all. If you have not already downloaded this app, go download this app, because that is a 30-minute show. All right. This right here is a 30-minute show. If y'all want to see the whole show, it's a 30-minute show. And so it's hilarious for 30 minutes. This was just for like 45 seconds. So if you want to see this show and more shows like this, download the Tonight's Conversation app. It's at least about 7 episodes up there already, and there's going to be more episodes coming up. All right,
That was a good one. Nice conversation, gentlemen. I appreciate the dialogue.
Okay. All right, so I will talk to y'all later. I'm finna go get something to eat. I'll be on these lives way too freaking long, but I just enjoy the conversation.
All right. It was a good
know what I'm saying?
combo. Y'all take care.
Thank
All right,
you.
y'all have a good one, and make sure to hit the like button. Some of y'all butts didn't hit the like button. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Y'all have a good one.